It's all set up. No, where'd the treasure hunter go? I know he's here somewhere. Treasure hunter, I need you to trade in some stuff for me.
What is the difference between King and Yellow Mad and Joker Mad?
Joker Mad will go out and burn down and blow up a city hall to. It's not about the message. It's not about the money. Will go out and burn down a message. The King in Yellow would arrange an entire play full of aristocrats, and then orchestrate a madness where they kill each other and then just leave. That's the King in Yellow madness that I am. It's like I would just do it not for jokes, just to see it happen.
For me, it's just I have the giggles, and I don't know why I have the giggles.
Giggles is good. Giggles is good. Hey, buddy.
A great weapon called...
Okay, please say I have something you can use. No. By the way, this is why you want to save the rare ergos. You can't get these unless you save them. So the parade leader would have been this one. This would have been the broken hero. This would have been Fuoco. This would have been the I had two parade leaders. Oh, these are pins. Okay, these don't really matter as much. But Twisted Angel, I've already traded in for the Trident. I don't have... that's it? Oh, there's only 4. Never mind. That's a odd amount of shame. I don't think... Why? Why is there only 4 boss souls? Is that really all there is?
So now you feel shame.
No, because I don't think I would have used... Okay, well, here's what I have right now. I'll show you this one. I got the Trident from killing the priest, which you'll get to eventually. The Trident has a really good reach, which in this case would be this. It's a bit heavier, but you can do that kind of stab, and then your ultimate is... This is nice. I also found, throughout adventuring in the game, I found the saw weapon that the guy was using.
Can you not remove the thing?
This weapon's good.
Can you not remove the handle of the trident?
I can't. No, the trident is actually all one piece. I also found this thing, which is called the Blind Man's Double Spear.
What's with the big saw?
It's a bashing tool. So it's a bash spear type, and then I also found the giant blade. I also found an acid spear. So short range, but after enough damage, you're able to do poison damage.
Nice.
And then I also found the curved blade, which I don't really use. But my pokey stick is still my favorite one because and then I also found the curved blade, which I don't. So I'm using all of these just to see if I can get by. But my pokey stick is still my favorite one. And then I also found there. I actually have to go upstairs. Upstairs.
I'm sorry if I busted anybody's eardrums. It wasn't.
No, it's okay. You're windy.
No, I unmuted the stream.
What?
For a minute.
You did.
I usually have it muted when I'm on it.
What do you mean?
The stream, like the actual YouTube stream.
Oh, like you're not okay. I thought you mean like you muted yourself. Like, wait, but you just can't hear the stream. Got it.
Yeah.
You're being silly.
I didn't comprehend. I don't know.
By the way, apparently, according to my uncle, I am a liberal, which is weird. I don't see myself as liberal. I see myself as like
liberal is
socialist.
Liberal is a thing that's considered to be annoying nowadays.
No. My uncle is a leftist.
But he would say you're
I asked him actively like what he thinks my affiliation is. He says that talking to me, he thinks I'm a liberal.
I guess I wouldn't even know anymore.
Weird because I have very very leftist. For you, I would actually say you're an anarchist.
Oh, probably.
If I'm being completely honest.
that's fair. That's fair.
Like you have the ideal of let's burn the world and start anew.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
You're not as bad as when you were younger. You're not as bad as 8 years ago.
Oh no,
No, when you were 8 years ago, you straight up said to me, like, that the world was too stupid. Which, to be fair,
I mean, it still is, but
You were much more radical when you were younger.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm
And
still radical to just it now, but
I think being being like friends with me has kind of just slowly broken you out of that radicalism.
I think that, but also I've just learned to actually like not be an entirely amount of stupid. Ow.
I mean, to be fair, everybody should be a little bit stupid.
I have learned to tone. I've learned to tone down myself. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
And I've had to I've over the course of actually edibles help with that, but basically I came to realize that hey, I am very dumb. I am no longer what I say is probably guaranteed to be wrong. Therefore, hey me, I'm not talking until I actually know my facts now.
Yeah.
That's basically what I've come down to is hey.
Like you said something about like what was it, like a quarter of the population being wiped out or something? I have no idea. I don't remember. It was years ago.
I mean, I still hold a certain amount of belief that we have too many humans, but
we do, but genocide bad. Genocide
yes, absolutely,
bad.
absolutely. I do not want genocide. No, but but I think less humans would help the world be a little better.
Maybe.
Not genocide, just over time.
Maybe. I don't know about that, but
I think too many people stretch their resources thin at the very least.
Well, okay, for me, I am a big fan of a UBI, but I would be fine with a UBN, which is Universal Basic Income and Universal Basic Needs.
Yeah.
Do you know? So some people would say that those two are the same thing, that it's all socialism. Those people would be wrong because they don't understand the difference between words.
Yeah, but they don't want
do you know the difference between between universal basic income and universal basic needs?
Income is purely money. Needs is everything else.
Okay. You know what? I assume you know what food stamps are. I assume you know what Medicare, Medicaid are.
Yeah.
Universal basic need basically says, hey, we should all have food stamps. We should all have Medicare.
I mean, I agree. We should.
As in, like, hey, the government should pay for our health care. Hey, the government should pay for our food. Probably water too.
I'm sure they had the budget, but it'd be too easy. Hello.
Like. And the reason I am for either of them is one. Well, obviously, a universal basic income is preferable to everything, but a universal basic needs I am okay with because it would still effectively do the same thing, just not as well, but for cheaper.
That robot just blew up.
Because it is cheaper to provide food stamps and healthcare to everybody than it would be to provide a universal basic income.
Probably, yeah, actually.
Yeah. I am talking your ear off. I am sorry.
No. That Harlequin just detonated on me and I died, so that's fun. I don't know how to dodge that. Can I dodge that is a question?
You went boom.
But if I can't dodge them, then what's the point? Like, can I actually win? Can I get past this section? Probably, maybe, but I'd like to know. I like to know if I can actually do so.
I think that just me and you have very different perspectives. I have the perspective of being very emotionally driven, and I think that you are a lot more logical than I am.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like that. I have. At some point, I detached my... Do you know, like, when you're aware of an emotion but don't experience it? Like, you know, like, Oh,
God, there's the disassociation.
Yeah, so I have purposely disassociated... In my head, I disassociated... Oh, I feel sorrow.
Harlequin!
Yep, I need to punch it. There we go. And so I will, like, example, I will know that...
Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
I have to go to the other side.
Oh, it's the other side? God damn it.
Like, I feel like, okay, like, I feel what would be called like anger from this or sorrow from. Oh, there she goes. But I am actively
like that.
I am actively refusing to acknowledge that I feel this emotion. I know it's there, but I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
You do hear how unhealthy that is, right?
Oh, hi, baby dolls. Yeah, no, I know. I know it's unhealthy, and that's the thing. Like, I know it's a habit that I developed a long time ago as to why I don't know. But I know that I have a habit now of, like, I feel this thing, but what can I do about this thing? What can I do with this thing? So it's like, what can I do with this feeling of anger? What can I do with this feeling of anything? If nothing, I'm going to literally just ignore it like a task manager and just let it run because I don't care.
Again, you shouldn't just let it. Like, you should try and get away from whatever is making you angry.
I know. It's like the mindset was. I don't know why I stuck with that mindset, but I'm now like it's like I'm observing a screen's contents. I see it there, but I don't have to attach to it unless if I don't want to. And
I think
don't want
me
to.
and you keep each other kind of balanced out. Like,
yeah,
I have like these grandiose ideas. Again, stuff like a UBI, stuff like universal basic, stuff like universal basic healthcare, and food and things like that.
Right.
I'm just like very emotionally driven ideas, and I feel like you keep me grounded in reality.
Yeah. See, ow, and cool. Fucking maids. No, I see. Like, I think in bleak terms. I understand that. I think in like a sense of, okay, what can our hands do right now, versus what can we plan for? That's what
what can I do now to ensure that I can do what I want to do later?
Well, that's the thing. Like
I care about the future.
I care about the future as well, but I usually think about like how can I survive till next week first. Then I'll care about the future.
And I am more of I assume I am going to survive till next week. Thus, I will plan ahead.
I cannot assume that because things always happen at the worst time.
Okay, fair enough. What are the chances?
Not zero.
Okay, but that's not what I asked. What are the chances? Like, statistically, what are the chances? Even if they're not zero, if they're so low as to not matter.
But I take the approach that Batman took with Superman back in one of the comics. Batman said, Clark, yeah, you Superman, have a not zero chance of going insane and killing us. Therefore, I had to prepare for it as if you were going to do so.
Okay, that's fair, but again, if it's statistically improbable to happen.
Right,
like,
but
yes,
improbable.
Set up for the future, but set up for a future that is more probable that you can actually see.
I agree.
Like,
no.
Okay, you watch Steven Universe, yeah?
I did for a bit.
Okay, you remember the character Garnet and how she could see the future?
Yeah.
She saw all futures. The thing I think that is different for me and you is, of those futures, I would be focusing on the big streams of time going to the future, while you would be focusing on the small streams.
I would be focusing on the absolute worst ones.
Exactly.
I would be like, oh, this particular future has like a literal, fire everywhere. Okay, how do we not get here? And if we are here, how do we live? That's because I plan for the worst and then I hope for the best.
Okay, but that is a thin future, as in very, 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 very statistically
but again,
not going to happen.
But not 0% chance.
Like, okay, 0% chance doesn't necessarily exist. Everything has a chance of happening. Literally, the world could explode. Like, there is a not zero chance of the world exploding.
I agree.
There is a not zero chance of a giant coming down to step on you.
But I'd rather have at least some amount of preparation for if and when things happen versus if they don't. And if they don't, great. If they do, also great.
I would rather have preparation for what is my future going to look like.
We can never know.
Exactly. I wish to make my future my own. I'm not going to live in the present. I'd rather live in the future and know what's coming and know what's going to happen.
But if we don't live in the present, we can't live for the future.
It depends.
If we do not survive till next week, we won't be here next year.
Okay, but we should assume that we are surviving till next week.
No, I never assumed that.
Okay, okay. I should say we have survived every week so far. Thus, the assumption, the actual assumption would be, hey, we are probably going to survive till next.
Oh,
week.
most likely, yes. I do not doubt that we should usually. However, things can happen, and I don't want to say it hasn't happened.
Yes, but like, I don't know. I feel like focusing on the statistically improbable is not really healthy.
It's not a good mindset to have, that's for sure. Ow!
He's gonna kill you.
I will say, focusing on the what might not happen, yes, is a very much big waste of time.
No. Not just might not being like there's a difference between might not happen because that is a higher statistical probability versus something being statistically impossible.
True. Not impossible, just
very like 0.01% actually possible.
Right. No, I agree. It's like there's nothing that's ever zero, but at the same time, I don't like that. I don't necessarily trust that it won't happen either. So like, yeah, I might not get hit in the road, but I also drive as if everyone's trying to kill me.
I don't know. That sounds like a very insane way of living.
It means I see the most possible outcomes.
This
that could
feels
happen.
like a boss arena.
Yeah, it probably is.
Hit it.
Nope.
Investigate.
Oh, what a beautiful puppy.
White lady.
Would you like
To sing for me like your friends.
Let's have an encore.
Okay.
Paint me like one
Oh,
of
there
your
you are.
French girls. Oh, there. Hi.
To my
Excuse me.
sister, Adelina.
Excuse me, can I? Oh, I can't. All right, cool.
Oh, you are fast.
Lady, you were easy.
She's also fast, though.
Ow, ooh, touchy.
She's using your strategy of hit and back.
Come on, lady, come on. I see you. Ooh.
Yeah, she's using your strategy, dude.
You can deflect. All right, I can see that. Let's do this. I like this boss fight. She's nice. Come on, lady. Come on. Let's do this.
So who is better at your strategy? She is apparently.
Oh my! I like this one.
Oh, you're gonna run out of juice.
Ooh. Okay, all right, lady. I see what you're doing. Let's play. Come on.
Heal.
I will in a second. Ah, you can
Heal.
deflect. Not that she can deflect is annoying. Okay, come on.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I think you're an anarchist, and I love it.
I mean, I probably would be at this point, honestly.
Like, I do think you're a leftist. I also think that you're an anarchist, which is funny.
Both, I suppose, both can be true. Oh, come on, lady. Don't be mean to me.
Okay, an anarchist would be described as somebody who would be so against the government you would cheer on those attacking it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
kinda.
I don't necessarily mean all the time. Meaning, like, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
foresee you cheering on the January 6th people.
No.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no. Within reason, I would probably do so. Yes.
Okay, but like the revolutionaries, like what is it? The revolutionaries in South America, you would have. I feel like you would have cheered them on. You would have cheered them to go and free themselves.
I actually don't know enough about that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I don't know. You seem the type to side with the downtrodden.
I would, yes.
Exactly. Again,
I do, yes. Like, absolutely, no questions. All right, lady, I see how you're gonna play. See how you gonna play. We can do that. We can do that.
Or more specifically, anarchism is a political philosophy and movement that is skeptical of all justifications of authority and seeks to abolish the institutions it claims maintain unnecessary coercion and hierarchy.
I mean, considering nowadays that the government and specifically the businesses
also
like Google,
typically including nation states and capitalism.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, well, example, with the way that YouTube is doing the whole ad block thing, why should a company that is not a government branch have the authority to say you can't watch videos anymore because you're blocking our ads?
That's exact anarchist thinking, and I love it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like at this point, the companies have overrun everything to the point where
Yep.
that governments they're basically their own government, and if churches are being put into schools at this point, then I'm not going to go for it.
Yeah, that is very much anarchist thinking.
Yeah, that's
Like
how I feel about.
101, and I love
Yeah,
it.
that's basically how I feel
But
about
mind
these things
you,
going on right
I
now.
am not an anarchist. I am a socialist. So for me, I also believe in like dismantling capitalism, but I want to dismantle it specifically to replace it with socialism.
I mean, at the very least, if capitalism falls, that'd be a blessing by itself.
I mean, yeah, but we need to replace it with something. And I would rather have it be replaced with something that actually cares about the people.
Oh, I agree. I'm not dealing with the babies again. Or maybe I have to.
Baby says
Well,
no.
Whoop. I ain't your babysitter.
I'm just going out for milk.
I ain't your babysitter. You can keep it. I ain't bothering with you. You can take care of yourself.
I'm going out for milk. I'll be back later.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm sorry,
here.
that is a very bad joke. I apologize. That is in bad taste.
No. See, I'm just going out for. I'm just going out to.
Maybe check to see if there's a save spot somewhere, since we don't have to run all the way back here.
And the maids followed me. Okay, that's cool.
You might want to run.
And the babies. Oh my god.
You might want to run.
Why are y'all following me? I thought y'all would have stayed behind.
You made this worse on yourself.
I've had worse in this game. Whoop, whoop. I mean, I beat the stupid platform section with the poison swamp initially, so I can handle this fine.
Yeah,
This reminds me of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Actually, the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. To be fair, this is ow. Ooh. Okay, sorry, keep going. Oh, you dick.
Yeah, I also got in a political discussion with my uncle, because it's not an argument, because we do agree on most things. It's just he is much farther left than I am, because I also think that my uncle may be a bit on the anarchy side, which bravo to him. That's not my side though.
I have to kill the babies every time. Fantastic. I am already hating this section. But no, I don't know if I can necessarily classify. I don't know what the term leftist and everything means anymore. All I know is that it's. I want progress. Yes, that might cost a few resources, but I would like to see if systems have to fall to make progress. So be it.
Leftism is just it's just a left wing of political views. They're normal.
When I've heard so many people throw around left and right wing, etc.
Their normal concerns are pacifism, social justice, racial equality, human rights, and the rejection of capitalism and excessive wealth that can be found apparently in the Bible.
In the Bible?
I don't know.
What?
I have clue. I'm just reading off Wikipedia.
Equally so, I'm also against Bible influences in government, but, you know.
I'm pretty sure that it's not for the Bible. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I am against religious influence in government in general, but nowadays people are using religion to justify very terrible things.
Oh, because that was the religion part. I'm sorry. That's why I brought that up.
Well,
But yeah,
heard this.
I would call you. I would very much call you left wing. I would very much call you leftist.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing: there's been recent videos about the guy who's been going over this. There's one particular school who has been forcing kids to attend church lectures. And
Are they a public school?
Yes.
That is very much illegal. You cannot
they know.
do that.
They know, but the school is doing it anyway, and students have actually said, "Oh, hey, they're doing this," and people finally saw that. It's like, yeah, because you shouldn't be forcing kids to go to a church service in schools.
Are they being sued?
They're being investigated, but we all know how that goes with the education department. Investigate doesn't mean they're going to do anything.
Well, the thing is, if they keep doing it, eventually the parents will say, "Hey, why is my kid being forced to go?" What? Okay, hang on. What religion?
Christian.
Ah.
God fearing, all that stuff. There was a lot of comments in the video specifically, and people were saying this is stupid, but also people are joking that there's no hate like Christian love. They're not wrong.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're right, but
no, like, honestly, speaking to you and being your friend for 8 years, you are very much left wing. You don't have any right wing beliefs.
No, because while I am packed with fury, the fury is not towards any particular party.
Oh yeah, no, you can absolutely be packed with fury and still be left wing.
Yeah.
In fact, again, anarchist, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, you would cheer on capitalism burning to the ground.
Yes, I would.
Exactly. And I agree. I wish it would. But though anarchism also wishes to abolish nation states.
I wouldn't say that far, but
apparently.
Ow. Lady, chill out. Lady, chill out, please. You're making this so much harder than it should be. I'm gonna poison you eventually.
But yeah, anarchism is like radically revolutionary. Like,
I wouldn't say
oh my
quite
goodness.
radical.
There's a character, I'm trying to remember their name, but they are very, very much that radical revolutionist.
I don't know what that would be in my case.
They are from, I think, Far Cry 6?
Far Cry 6. Which one is that again?
It's the one with the... It's the one with, like, I think the Spanish Revolution? I cannot remember. It's some kind of revolution.
Isn't it the most recent one?
Yeah.
I haven't played that one yet, I'm afraid.
It's the guy with the crocodile. Or alligator, or whatever.
I haven't actually looked into it yet.
I can't remember his name.
I got bored of Far Cry games, honestly.
But I'm trying to remember. Like, no, I was gonna say the Joker, but the Joker would be an anarchist, but not for political reasons.
No, he would do it for his own madness reasons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think you're closer to like the Mad Hatter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ow. Okay, lady, calm down. I mean, I do like the Mad Hatter. To be fair, I do respect the Mad Hatter.
But yeah, no, you're not Joker. You're not at the point of anarchism because anarchism.
Yeah, that's about right.
Like, to me, anarchism needs a point, because without a point, anarchism has too much of a chance of turning into terrorism.
Anarchism is there's a fine line between rebellion and wanton destruction. There's a huge fine line between the two. And if you
it's why I don't consider the BLM protests to be a riot, because like it was
phrased as one, absolutely.
But the thing is, there was a reason behind that anarchism, so the anarchism was warranted.
Yes.
At that point, like. Because, hey, we tried to do this peacefully. We tried to do this, like, politically, and it didn't work. So, you know what? No, now we're going to protest.
When modern ears don't want to listen, you have to raise the stakes.
Yes.
That's the sad part, is the fact that if the other branches don't want to listen, then you have to do something to get their attention.
Yep, and hence, what is it? Protest is a thing that exists and should exist always, because
because if you can't go through legal means, you had to have your voice heard somehow. Mind you, I'm not against
there's an old adage of walk softly but carry a big stick.
Oh yeah, Roosevelt.
Yeah, Roosevelt. And I assume you know what it means.
Let your speak softly, but have your actions speak for yourself.
Well, yes. So for politics, for protest, it's very much the same way. Protest cautiously, but be prepared to fight if you must.
I mean, be prepared to fight in anything you do. It doesn't have to just protest.
So again, walk softly, but carry a big giant stick.
Walk softly and be ready to bite someone's head off, literally.
And then, shove that stick up a conservative's head. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
I was gonna say walk softly and have your teeth sharpened, but that works too.
Yeah.
Because having your, that's one of the other ones. It's like, no, just have your teeth ready.
No, what I don't like is that conservatives think that people LGBT people are cowards and they won't fight back.
It's because we're not trying. It's because anyone's LGBT is not trying to fight in the first place. They're trying to get their voices heard.
Yeah,
but
I have a feeling they forgot that the first Pride event was a riot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, straight up, the first Pride event that ever happened was a riot.
But here's the thing. It's funny they say, well, they won't fight back. Why are you fighting them in the first place?
Yeah, one, why are you fighting us in the first place? But two, you think we won't fight back? They view our what's the right word? They view our tolerance as weakness, and that's what.
Oh yeah.
I no longer really. I am tolerant, obviously, but I no longer just use that as a talking point because it doesn't work and it's stupid and doesn't work.
Well, that's the thing. What they view lack of action as cowardice. It's like, well, if you're not going to do anything, you're just like, no, because we actually have honor, and we're not going to come up to you and just punch you first.
Yeah, and that's I am in complete. What's the right word? I'm in complete support of LGBT people fighting back. You don't just attack us for no reason.
It's long overdue at this point, honestly, because a lot of people who would punch first need to get hit now, more than anything else. I hate this lady.
Well, okay, when I say that, I mean I support the protests and things like that. I hope it doesn't go to riots.
No, I hope so. I hope not either.
I hope that we have learned our lesson. That, you don't fuck with the LGBT people because they've been fucking a lot and they're good at it. Sorry.
But here's the thing: it's a lot of people will say oh, well, they're not punching back. Yeah, why are you punching them in the first place?
You're why are you punching us? We're not punching back. Do you want us to punch back? Because we have history. We can tell you when we punch back hard. Do you really want this?
Well, here the problem with that particular thing is they're like you said, they're taking meekness for cowardice, or they're taking civility for cowardice.
Yeah, civility. That's the right word.
They're saying it as if oh, well, they're not fighting back. Well, because they're not fighting the same dirty way you are.
If you want us to fight that dirty way, we fucking can. And
yeah,
you know what? I'm down the clown. If you want to fight dirty, we can fight dirty.
Because that's the main difference. They're thinking do you want to go New York rules or Boston rules?
Yeah,
it's they're thinking well, I shot them with the gun. Why didn't they fight back? It's because you shot them with the gun without them pulling out their own.
Yeah, that's called you being a dummy.
It's so you're saying that because they didn't sucker punch you that they're not fighting, but you sucker punching is fair and that's honorable to you?
Oh no, and then if they sucker punch you, oh, why did you attack me first?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's always to their benefit. It's like, oh, cool.
Yep.
So we didn't sucker punch you when you were down. So that's no longer fighting fair. So is that how you had to fight from now on? It's unfair.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Because that's if their definition of honor is playing dirty, then they have no honor. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like the problem with this fact that it's like okay, so if playing dirty is honorable, but if I fight back fairly is dishonorable, then what's the rules? Then where the rules go?
Yeah.
Because then there's no rules.
Yeah, exactly. There is no rules.
And honestly, there should be no rules. If you want a no hold barred, fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat this lady. Okay, here's the thing. I'm treating her as a dodge boss. I have to treat her as a parry boss.
Probably.
I can't dodge her. I have to block her. Which means I have to use a pokey stick because it's faster. But in order to get anything done, I'm gonna have to try to I have to use this, or else like I can't beat her unless I don't. So, and there's no weapon I have that might work better. Actually, wait. This one? No, attack goes down. The charge pulse sells in Fable charge damage reduction while guarding. Let's try this one? The Kukri? Sure. It's not that fast, but yeah, it's not very good either. We can switch, by the way, if you want to. I'm not trying to bore you with this one.
No, you're not boring me at all. This is I'm fine.
I'm more trying to just beat one boss because she's not even a major boss, but she's in the way. So
Fine.
I want a longer range weapon. Actually, wait a second. This might be crazy, but let me try something.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that the LGBT should absolutely show her fangs and fight back.
I agree. I might use this weapon now. Yep, I'm using this weapon real quick.
Found a new favorite.
Well, the problem is this one's a heavy weapon, like heavy. So for me, it's I'm gonna have to figure out when to hit her before she hits me, but she's really fast, so I have to swing way ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I can't, yeah, and the distance is hard to judge. Ow. Okay, yeah, it's good. I shouldn't use that weapon. Instant death.
Yep.
I want to use this weapon. It's actually quite good, but it's very slow. And I don't know if I can pull it off. See, this is what if you ever get further in the game, look forward to this. I'm going to switch to my flame arm again. I'm still using the actual pokey stick, though, because it actually works quite well. I know it's a basic weapon, but it runs. There. I'm gonna make. Also, please keep an eye on the chat because I had to turn off the YouTube. I had to close out of Opera because
we're good so far.
I can't see anything because I have to turn out to even run the game.
Yeah, we're good so far.
There's gotta be a better weapon to use for this, but I really don't have one.
Yeah, I would just like to get back to a point where we're actually a functioning country.
That would be nice.
But, like, it won't happen because they don't want us to be a functioning country. Because
they
if we're
want,
a functioning country,
they want control is the thing. Yeah, they want control over us, not a function. They just want to control people. They don't care about, like, oh, well, you guys can get this and this benefit, blah blah. It's like, no, there's no benefits here. You want us under your thumb. You want under your thumb.
Don't forget the clutcher thing.
Woo! How? Also, I figured out what the cube did. The cube thing. You can buy certain items that you can put into cubes, and then you can use said cubes to buff yourself a little bit. It doesn't do much, and I really don't see a point in using it, but you can. So it's like, well, I mean, I could technically use the cube once, and then I have to recharge it every time at the same guy from the same location. So it's like, that's not really convenient. Why can't I do it at a save point, you know?
I thought it did revive at a save point.
Nope, it did not. I found that out the hard way. Yeah, I can't use the sword. This is too slow. I can't. I couldn't even get a hit in. That's the problem. Is like I like the weapon if it's usable. Aha! Ooh, cheese! I can cheese this. I can cheese this boss fight. When you do that, I can go around you.
Scream the requiem for me, if you would.
You didn't block when I... That was unfair. Okay, I'm just gonna do the poking strategy for you.
Scream the requiem for me, if you would.
You can't say scream the requiem and then say if you would. You're already threatening me.
I mean, hey,
see-
you know what? She's doing a real good job at killing you.
I mean, you'd be saying like burn in fire if you could, please. it's like you're not gonna. Don't ask me. Just demand it of me. Like don't say if you would. Just demand it from me. Oh, White Lady, I hate you so much. This boss fight's actually quite difficult because they're a human and not a robot that I can predict.
Right.
I'm getting better though, slowly. I gotta learn their behavior, but I can do it. It just takes time.
Also, I find it really funny. So, Trump got free of the gag order temporarily that he was under.
Uh-huh.
And the first thing he did was go after the judge, the attorney general of New York State.
Right.
I'm literally just reading this just to see who else he's gone after.
Probably a lot of people he shouldn't have, considering he has a gag order.
Yep, Joe Biden, Allison Greenfield, chief clerk apparently, corrupt campaign finance violator, chief clerk, sorry. Yeah, this is all insane. And all of the other radical left lunatics, communist fascists, Marxists, Democrats, and rhinos. As if he is not a fascist.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, don't get me wrong, Democrats absolutely are, like, nuts, and I only vote for them because the other option I have is bad.
Yeah, it's basically like pick one that's slightly worse, but I'll take the slightly worse one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Also-
I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at this. Don't judge me. I'm gonna beat this boss. Damn
Like,
it.
this is exactly why. This is exactly why the gag order was placed on Trump.
But he doesn't care. It's too
Oh,
easy.
no. So technically, the gag order is not in effect right now, but effectively, he just handed probably the best proof as to why the gag order was placed.
Well, but people will defend this thing like, oh, but he didn't need it, Steve.
At this point, you have people defending a career criminal.
I mean, people like to be told what to do in America, apparently.
Yeah, but I would have hoped that people would, not defend a career criminal.
Which is weird, because nowadays it's almost like it's like the ones who follow that want to be told what to think and why, but it's like, why don't you guys think for yourselves?
And also, they would argue like, oh, you defended George Floyd, even though, like the BLM protests were not even necessarily about George Floyd. And that thinking that they were only about George Floyd is it's missing all context.
Well, it's misrepresented on purpose.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, like that's missing all context. That's just the funniest bit. Yes, it was George Floyd who sparked the BLM protests. But the BLM protests did not become the way they are because of George Floyd.
But they want to blame it on an easy narrative.
He was just the spark. It was years and years of oppression that caused it.
Well, that's the thing. People will blame literally years on one person.
Yeah.
Like that's just it. They'll be like, oh, well, obviously it's this one person. No, it's every person, not just this one.
These are the type of people who would think that Stonewall only happened because the cops attacked this one singular gay nightclub.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's like it's one.
What is it?
It's one event. See, it's only one event. That's all it is. It's like, no, there's more than one event.
It's like, no, dude, they have been persecuting us for fucking decades, man.
Yeah, it's like there's no other. It's not just one event. It's never just one event. It's not how it works.
Like, sorry, that's not how life works.
But they want to have an easy target to blame everything on.
Like, it's just really weird because it's ignoring like the decades long thing that happened that caused it to happen.
Well, that's why they're really good at ignoring truth.
Yeah, they are
really good. Like they just want to say, oh, see, it never happened. See, it's like, no, it did happen, but you just don't want to admit it happened.
Yeah. Honestly, Stonewall is probably one of my favorite moments of just pure, we're not going to take this bullshit anymore.
What was Stonewall again?
The first... the Stonewall riot.
Oh.
That happened between the people at the Stonewall Inn and the police.
Oh yeah, that's right, that one.
Yeah, the thing that basically, set off LGBT rights for years, decades. And also, they're surprised when LGBT people are like angry when the reason that we have a lot of the rights we have now is because we stood up and said no, that we're done. Sometimes force is the only thing to be listened to. No, not required. I do think that there is things that should not go. Blah, blah, blah. There are things that should be tried before forces.
But sometimes it is required.
It is, yeah. Again, walk softly, carry a big stick. Hope for peace, prepare for war.
Hope for war, prepare for peace.
No.
I flip it. I always prepare for war first.
Okay, but that's a false ideal.
It is a worst ideal, but by no means the worst one to have. The worst one is to give up. Worst one's to give up entirely.
I would say I would rather strive for peace first.
We can always try, but well, that's just to try.
No, not just try, strive, as in don't stop. As in don't just stop after one thing fails.
Right,
yes,
but
prepare for war. Like,
first and foremost, you prepare for war. Second, then you prepare for peace.
Hope for peace, but prepare for war.
Peace might come, yes, but ultimately that's after struggle.
I disagree. I think the peace can come in spite of struggle.
It can. The chances are incredibly low, but it can. That's what I mean. Like, you always have to prepare for the worst outcome first before anything else happens.
I rather prepare for the best and most probable, and that most probable is peace.
With current humans nowadays, I don't know if peace is probable or not.
I would hope it's probable. I would hope people are, still. I would hope that the two brain cells that are the Republicans haven't infected people that much with their brain-eating virus.
Well, here's the thing: we live in a timeline where the Speaker of the House said, "Hey, why don't we work together to actually fix things?" And he got ousted because he dared to want to work with the enemy.
The Republicans have two brain cells that they can rub together, and that's about it.
But that's what I'm saying is we live in a time where peace is no longer wanted.
And take a guess at who owns those brain cells.
I know, but I'm saying this because it's just less likely than I want it to be. Let's put it that way.
It is, yeah.
I do want peace, without any question. I do want peace, but as for whether or not we'll get it is a whole different story.
I would rather prepare for the best and most probable.
I would too. But with what I'm seeing from the most logical outcomes right now, it ain't logical.
I think most people want peace.
I would hope most people want peace. I really do.
The only difference is how we view that peace.
Totalitarian.
Totalitarian or fascism. When, in my opinion, I think that I'm hoping that we don't go the fascist route personally, but the totalitarian route is no better.
No, there's no real winner in that regard either. That's half the problem.
As I said, I would rather go socialist, but that's just me.
I would rather have understanding on all bodies, regardless of the name you cling to or the party you cling to. Let's have a decent understanding of human beings. Because at this point, we need an understanding of human beings.
I wonder what our country would be like if it was never colonized.
Much better. I can't say much better, but I can say at least a little better.
Like if it were run by Native Americans because it was, their land and everything.
I still say better, but
yeah.
I cannot make up history, let's put it that way.
Also, I love how I love how people who are very American centric think that somehow we wouldn't have figured everything out if America didn't exist. We still would have figured everything out. In fact, actually, we could have probably done it faster.
Well, they're gonna say, "Oh, America's the best at everything." No, it isn't.
No, we would have figured out computers. We would have figured out all these things.
Eventually, humans would have made more. We would have evolved as more than just the apes we aren't.
I think the thing that is happening with with people with racism and everything like that, they see them as savages when they're not.
Oh no, they're not. But anything beneath us, so they're beneath us. Obviously, it's like, yeah, no, they're just not us. Is what you're saying?
Because like I've had people say like, oh well, I've literally had people say that the Indians had no civilization.
Simple minds or whatever, like simpler minds or whatever.
No, not simpler minds. No civilization.
No, they did. Obviously, they wouldn't have got.
It's a ridiculous thing to say unless
It's like-
you actually think that civilization is determined by being a nation state.
Well, that's how they view it. And the civilization is viewed by like, oh, obviously they didn't have a nation state. They're not civilized. Like, yes, they are.
Yeah,
They had tribes. They had
not
to
every
have.
country is a nation state. Not every.
But they got
yeah.
but they got along fine. Like they're not beneath
Well,
us because
no, they were at war because humans be humans and humans be warring.
but they at least had rules. They had a certain engagement. They had a thing they could and couldn't do, or within certain limits. But it's like just because so they didn't have a nation state doesn't mean they were lesser than us.
But not only that, I also think that if the Native Americans were the ones in charge for all of history, for all the U.S. history, if it were the Native Americans in charge, I think that LGBT rights would have evolved a lot faster than they did now.
Absolutely.
Because just generally the Native Americans of that, the Native Americans of that time, like, historically never had that big of an issue with LGBT people, considering they had a third gender.
It would have been a lot better, yes, absolutely.
Maybe not perfect, because, like, that's not to say that religion wouldn't have existed, but probably not in the way we have it today.
Right.
Like, I still think Christianity still would have happened at some point.
Maybe?
Actually, there's a very good chance that we could have still ended up back where we are today.
Really? With
Yeah.
Native Americans only?
Yeah, because just somebody being Native American does not necessarily make them a good
For
person.
Christianity, though?
Well, okay, maybe not for Christianity, but I mean, like, Republicans versus Democrats, left versus right.
Right, I was
that.
like, Christianity was a British influence.
It absolutely, yeah, it was. But to be fair, I do think that Christianity still would have happened in America eventually.
It probably, yeah. I kind of hope it wouldn't be at the time, honestly.
Yes, but you also
It's led to more harm than good.
They are so widespread; they would have happened eventually.
Maybe.
It would have. Like, again, humans be humans and humans be praising the Lord.
I agree. Well, Native Americans praised nature. They understood what nature was.
Yeah, praise nature, right.
Like, that's the thing. They actually had a certain amount of...
And also, I still think we would have been a melting pot. Like, I think
it would have been, yeah.
Yeah, I still think that America would have been very accepting of migrants. Because the Native Americans of that time were.
But at the same time, I think things would have been a lot better. Yeah, it's not necessarily perfect, but definitely better.
I think our religious talk has successfully scared off the brain cells of our chat.
I mean, no one's been in chat, so...
Yes.
But this is the par for the course of what we do.
Yes, again, like, we use these streams to rub together our two brain cells.
Well, not even that, just like in general, it's just something to bring up now and again, sure, but it's also important to keep in mind.
So, do we have two brain cells betwixt each other, or do we each have two brain cells?
Oh no, you have the brain cells, not me.
Nah, you're fine.
I am the obscure brain creative type. You're the brain cell type.
I have two brain cells to rub together.
Yeah, but you think logically, I think very abstractly. So,
which is weird considering, like, politically I'm very emotional. I'm very, like, people driven.
Well, no, you think in a way that's more like ABC. I'm thinking like whole different tangents before I even get to the main point. Which I suppose is the ADHD brain talking, but, you know.
Yeah, for me, it's more of, okay, can we just get to the point of the point, please? Thank you.
See, I wish to say that to the customers who come in the store all the time. I want to tell them, like, hey, could you actually, like, discuss what you're here to discuss? No? All right,
I
cool.
am not here to listen to your how do you say, family history, you bastard?
Honestly, half the joke for me is when a customer goes into their life story. Whenever I tell them I
Yeah.
can't do something for you, it's like I told you I cannot do this task for you. Don't tell me your life story. It's fine.
Please? No.
Like literally, like I am literally telling you no, but you're not supposed to.
Okay, I think the only horror story I have is.
Say what again?
So the only horror story about my time working in retail is I was working electronics. We got a call, and it was one of those late night calls. You know the ones, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them late night calls where some kid decided to prank call us, saying that, saying like, "Hey, I think I saw somebody kidnapped in the alcohol section."
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I could tell it was a prank, and we had people go check. Like, don't worry, chat. We had people check. There was no kidnapping.
Especially if if someone says, "Hey, you have kidnapped," I'm sorry. Are you saying that the store has a person that we did not see on cameras? Because that's a big deal. That's an intruder.
Yeah. But
But
I
that's a
don't know,
situation
like,
where
they literally joked about a kidnapping and called that in because they wanted to prank us.
that's not
Like,
how pranks work. But
I am very much glad, like, especially like with the the whole like, I'm gonna prank this Walmart employee.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, I hate those people, and I think those types of people, like, you should be allowed to call the cops on them for being a menace.
Considering how swatting nowadays is almost a hobby at this point, we're not gonna check in on that. People treat the SWAT team like, oh, this guy's a bomb. See, it's like, isn't it entertaining to you?
Well,
SWAT
no,
people?
I'm just saying, like, the pranksters, like, the people who mess with,
Oh yeah,
with
I mean,
the
I-
working employee.
it'd be nice if we could do that. Yes. I'm getting
I don't
better.
know. It's just they always bother me, and I can't take.
No,
them.
I understand. I'm the same way. It bothers me too. It's just people don't understand. Like there's a lot that goes into it than just like, you gonna believe me, right? No.
Yeah, like there was a guy who was wearing like a fake Walmart vest and pretending to be an employee there,
Oh.
and it burns my biscuits, man.
I mean, it's still pretty stupid. Like the fact that they think that they can do that. It's like, guys, this isn't what we do here. Like this is. Well, it's the same people who are like wear a red shirt and go to Target and say, I work here. No, you don't. I'm gonna beat you, white lady. One poke at a time. I'm gonna beat you.
Poke, poke, poke. Pokey, poke, poke, poke.
I can't tell when she's gonna dodge though.
Oh, by the way, chat. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, yeah, it was Turkey Day.
Happy Gobble Gobble Day. Happy Colonial Day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sorry,
I forgot it was Colonial Day.
I'm joking.
The day that everything went wrong. That's what Thanksgiving is.
Yes. And the question would be like, why are you obsessing about Thanksgiving? And I was like,
Wait, why are you obsessing about Thanksgiving?
yeah, I don't know.
Who said that?
Yo, I am too high for this shit.
Who said? But has
I
someone
have no idea. It sounds
know.
like it though, doesn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually said that to you as a thing.
No, I don't think they did. I'm just making shit up.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone was like, well, "What are you talking about that way?" It's like because Thanksgiving is a holiday. Don't get me wrong, but there's you know, I understand also the history behind it.
Yeah, it's like, y'all do know there's like a giant history around Thanksgiving, right? Like,
It's like it's not
was
a good history either.
There was a lot of death behind Thanksgiving. Like, honestly, we should not be celebrating it. Like, we are celebrating the colonization of a country.
But they don't. But it's a good thing. Well, no, aside from the day the first fish walked out of water, that's the other day things went wrong. The first day the fish walked out of water, at this point, I was like, just go back in.
The first day that they walked out of water, like, they look around, they're like, okay, this was gonna burst up in flames? I'm going back.
I mean, no, there's a whole joke on Tumblr where it's like the first fish who walked out onto land, someone's holding a gun, like, go the fuck back inside. Okay, you are now dead, white lady. Screw you, royally. I just wanted to kill that. Anyway, she's dead. I can find a save point now, I hope. Wait, do I find a save point?
Just like...
Please say this. But, I mean, to be
also,
fair,
like, funny enough, Christians have basically stolen every holiday.
I mean, they're not known
that they claim to have created. Specifically,
not known for being creative
Christmas.
Types, no, they're not known for being creative, though.
Yeah, like, specifically, no, not Christmas, sorry, Halloween.
Oh, yeah, Samhain.
Yeah. All Hallows Eve.
Well, Samhain specifically. Hi, guys. I'm behind you. I'm going to just walk over here. Not going to say anything. We're going to just be quiet. I am going to not bother you.
You're going to turn around, and they're just going to be there with their guns pointed in your face.
Hold on. Okay. Nope. I'm going to walk away.
Dash now.
I'm good.
You don't want to antagonize?
Oh, come on, you. Come here.
Maybe it's too heavy?
There. That was not worth it. Okay, anyway, I got the guard sword now. What does this do? What does this look like? I gotta see this. Okay, that is super curved. Why is that curved? So it's a... Ooh! Okay.
It's a heavy weapon?
It's got a large swing to it, but I like it.
Try putting it on a saber hilt.
Honestly, it's weird, but I keep the weapons stock in this game. I never really, like, change them.
Why?
I just don't change the weapons out. I keep them as they are. I don't know.
You don't want something faster?
You can't always make it faster. I just keep it as is. I don't know. I like stock weaponry. Get to get back there. I want to get back there. I need a wine bottle. That's what I need. I don't have it. Finally. But I can switch to another to Laika or something if you wish.
No,
I don't want to. I don't wish to bore you.
You're not boring me.
Well, I need to go back and upgrade my weapons anyways.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Come here. Hi. How you doing,
They're a black
bud?
market merchant.
How you doing, buddy?
I kind of want to cheat in this game. I
I
will say, I have resisted cheating in this game. I have not cheated.
Don't do it.
I won't. This one's actually challenging to me.
Yeah. It's just, things have been going well, I suppose. How have things been going with you?
I can't complain, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I could complain.
I mean, yeah, you could bitch for bitch's sake.
Yeah, I could complain. It's like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, you could just bitch for bitching's sake.
I mean, I do that all the time anyway.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes bitching actually makes you feel better.
Well, it's venting essentially, but I just don't feel like really. At this point, I've said, hey, if I don't have anything to actually complain about, I'm not going to complain. And until I actually,
you are that gay man that bitches all the time. No, I'm joking.
Well, no, I'm the person who the situation where it's like, hey, you're literally like, you got damage from the battle. Am I able to walk? Yeah, cool, good enough.
Cool,
like,
give me a gun.
It's like, but you're literally losing blood. I do not care.
Give me a gun.
It's like, yeah, literally, give me a gun. I will just do my job. It's like, but no, there's no buts. I will literally just do my job.
But you have a bullet in your skull.
It's like, yeah, I'm perfectly aware of this. I'm fine with this. Like, you're fine with having yes. What part of that do you not understand?
Did it go through both your brain cells?
No, it's only in half. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Wait, it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's like,
Oh, literally, there needs to be a comic of just somebody with literally 2 brain cells.
I mean, I'd be like, if I ever have to go to the hospital and they're like, "Sir, you really can't walk for a while," it's like, okay, can I walk? Well, yeah, you shouldn't. Can I walk? No. Yes, then I'm walking. But
like,
all right.
No. Like, what kind of story would that be? The story of like the person with literally 2 brain cells.
I mean, calling the story just the 2 of us would kind of be funny.
Bit on the nose, don't you think?
Literally, just the 2 of us.
Always welcome.
Temper. Is this a one-time use? Probably is a one-time.
Shady, what are you meowing about, weirdo?
Everything.
Love me, father.
Father, you don't feed me enough. Yes, I absolutely do. What are you talking about?
See, you have a full food bowl and like a pretty much full water bowl.
No, father, it is not full. It's like, no, it absolutely is, Shade, but thanks for asking.
Like, it has your favorite food in it.
I am starving, father. It's like,
no, that's what she goes, what, human meat? I'd be like,
I want human. No, Shade, you don't get to have human.
Sorry, Shade, human's on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I forgot I unlocked the golden tree on this one.
Yeah, we have human on Wednesday. It tastes like chicken.
I mean, crocodile tastes like chicken.
By the way, YouTube, that is a joke.
Alligators taste like chicken.
That is a joke and actually a reference because did you know that there's actually somebody, a paper did a interview.
An actual thing about that?
Yeah, they did an interview with somebody who actually ate a person. And he was asked, what does it taste like? And he said
chicken.
It tastes like chicken.
My God.
It tastes like a very, very gamey chicken.
Huh. I'll take that.
Apparently.
I mean, good to know.
Okay. Warning for chat. Please, don't eat people. Please. I beg of you.
Last I checked, it's very frowned upon.
Last time we talked about this, 12... No, wait, what?
No, last time we checked, it's usually bad, so maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
Now, if that changes in the future.
No, please don't.
I'm kidding.
We are risking the YouTube.
Okay, no,
YouTube
nowadays, just even discussing anything on YouTube right now is
just breathing.
Heck, just talk about Sniper Wolf. There you go.
Oh, you fucker! You now got us demonetized.
It's demonetized. It's gonna be demonetized anyway. We're talking about politics. They're gonna be like, "Ew, politics." Like, yeah, YouTube. I know it's a novel idea, but
2 idiots talk about politics.
I know it's a novel idea, YouTube, but hear me out. Politics.
Wait, now they're talking about dead bodies?
Honestly, that would be kind of funny, and just say like this video is about politics, and all we're just saying is politics the whole time. That's all we're saying is the word politics.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait, and then they're just called like this video is about politics. Like what?
But yeah, like what kind of comic would you write for a character that only has 2 brain cells?
As if you're doing a low intelligence run in Fallout.
Okay, how do you mean?
So you can do super low intelligence score in Fallout. However, your responses become 1 or 2 word answers. and every single person that you talk to will hear that and see like, oh, you're just that stupid.
If we ever do a comic like this, that needs to be the kind of writing. It is like the main protagonist only ever speaks in like 2 word thought bubbles.
No, like they'll say you say the words to actual people, but it's just like they'll be like, so how do you think you're gonna solve this Big Bang? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like we only use 2 word sentences, and that's it.
Like that, but that's just how the character talks in Fallout. Yeah. If you have like a 1 intelligence score, who the heck are you, buddy?
But yeah, like no. So the main character of the comic would literally would talk in 2 word sentences, and that's it ever.
Thank you. Her body.
So it means that you, as a writer, would be stuck with only having two words
at most.
Yeah, 2 words at most per page, like per thought bubble.
I mean, I could do that, but the character would have to be, you'd have to trade it for something else. Like, what could they be good at aside from speaking, like, or thinking?
I don't
like,
want to make them super strong, because that's very
not strong. Like other skills.
I was gonna say, like, that is very much like a what is it? A stereotype of dumb people?
Like it's like, oh, you're stupid, but you're stupid, but you're strong. Cool. It's like, no, I would want to give them like a weird, like a dexterity skill or something. Like they're really good at dexterity.
They're stupid, but they're Batman.
What if Batman had low intelligence?
That would be funny.
Like he pounced on Joker, and Joker's like, Batman, you're here to stop me, Joker. Aha, you found the bombs, huh? Joker. Wait, what? All you say is just Joker. It's like,
Joker.
It's like, Batman, you're okay, Batman. Batman, you okay, Batman? You're taking it in the head there, huh?
I'm crazy, but look at you. You're closer to the IRS. Sorry, I was about to say you're closer to the IRS, which is like, it's a reference to the Joker.
Maybe Arkham's the place for you, Batman.
Even Joker does not fuck with the IRS.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that'd be one heck of a boner, though.
No. That's actually like a reference to the animation.
No, but Joker was talking about his boners. Oh god. God.
So what skill would you give him? Seriously, like make him like good at farming?
Oh god, this thing is lit at all. Oh no. Anyway, good question. Skills that would make no sense to be like if someone did have like a 1 intelligence score, what would make the least sense for them to be good at?
Oh.
Like, okay, example, a skill that requires high intelligence, but they have low intelligence. So, like, say, like, they know the complex alchemy of, or like they know complex like alchemy levels, but they can't like phrase words as to how they do it.
The dumb alchemist.
Like they know how to make potions and concoctions that like would take years of study, but they can't vocalize it. So they just know it because they were taught it, but they don't know why they were taught it.
Well, that's more illiterate than having 2 brain cells.
No, that's the thing. Like the story could be like, you know, alchemist
not
takes
illiterate.
An apprentice.
Oh god, what is the? It's not illiterate, because illiterate just means you can't read. What is it that you can't write? That's not illiterate.
That's technically illiterate in the same way. It's same kind of angle.
I know, but there's another word for it.
No. The thought is, okay. Ow! Excuse me. Who are you? Oh, you're on the rooftop, aren't you? No. So the idea would be an alchemist takes on an apprentice who is unable to read and write. Like they cannot do either one. Yet somehow the alchemist has taught this person how to make complex potions that require literally like high intelligence to do, but cannot explain why this apprentice can do so. Like it's just like they just get it, but they don't understand why they get it.
Right.
It's like, by all means, you should be unable to read and write, but somehow you can sigils and do all this stuff that require literally years of study. How? And the kid's like, like literally.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. It would still be illiterate.
But like I could see like that could be like a character like you as an alchemist, you cannot speak or read, but you know potions that can literally like prolong life and like fix people that nothing else can. And it's like, so how'd you learn this? Taught. And it's like, okay, how did they teach you though? Oh no. Just like, but you're able to do it, yeah. Teach well. It's like, so what's this ingredient you're adding in here? Red powder. Make for good effect, or something like simple. Like, but they're able to do it. But like, you give it to someone else and they're like, huh? And it's like, oh, it works though.
Or
how?
It could be a smart character that's just limited to only 2 words. That's only limited to 2-word sentences.
Ah.
So they pick their words very carefully to say the most information
wait.
in the least.
Okay, there's a curse. they can only say a certain amount of words before they are killed because of a deal they made. Okay, well, here, like, okay, Faustian Pact, this alchemist wanted to learn very quickly for whatever reason.
But he can now only speak in 2-word sentences.
No, okay, so the deal is like say he makes, say like, okay, a scene. The town is full of a disease that has to be cured. And the only cure is to make one specific potion or some kind of concoction that is able to cure it. However, the alchemist in question, oh, cool. The alchemist in question is able to, all right, you can now learn every potion you ever need to save the situation. You can only say from now on up to 10,000 words. And then the second you say the 10,000th word, I take your soul.
I would want to go more jokey, so I wouldn't want to do a death thing.
Sorry. I should have mentioned. Others laughed at me.
Like, I like the idea of a curse. Like, I like the idea of a curse. Like, ooh. I just got an idea of, like, of another job they could do. Like, this way it's not, like, set in the ancient past of alchemy and set somewhere more modern, which is basically, what if Sherlock only could speak 2 words at a time?
But what would be the reason?
The reason is he's cursed. I'm just gonna say, like, the reason is he's cursed.
So he literally cannot say more than 2 words at a time because he's unable to.
Yes. But he is still as smart as Sherlock and still solves crimes like Sherlock. Like, the whole point would be he is now needing to say the most information in 2 words.
Or, in a sense of, like, okay, how about this? You're given every knowledge of every word possible in existence. However, you can only pick a certain amount of them per day that you might use. As many times as you want, but you have to use a certain amount per day. Like,
ooh, that sounds interesting.
Like, you're given full lexicon knowledge of everything anyone could ever say ever, but you can only use the words you prepare for that day. Like, and you don't know which one you might need, so you have to pick the ones you think will be most useful.
But yeah, like, I kind of wanted to go for, like, that's the reason I brought up, like, oh, the smart character but can only say 2 words, because I want, like, the idea, like, you need to be, like, the character has to be careful with the, like, they have to say, not careful with their words, but has to say the most while saying has to say the most while saying the least.
I mean, it could be like Jujutsu Kaisen, where there is a character who could only speak in food, because if they don't, the words they literally say will make people do exactly what they say. So, for example, when they say sit, and people hear them, then they will literally sit.
Yeah, they do
on the spot.
They do,
but no,
they
like.
do.
Well, it could be something like that. It could be something as simple as, like, die or something, and they will be commanded to die. So to prevent that, he speaks in food words that are not a command, and then his friends understand it because he's of why he's saying, like, oh, you're saying this weird thing. I get it now. It's like, but that could be another reason too. Like your words are literally so heavy that you have no choice.
Ew. Yeah, maybe.
But that's just nice. That's just like one approach of it.
Yeah, like that was the whole point of, like, the whole 2 words thing. Because, like, think hard for a second. Like, what would be 2 words that would convey more information than 2 words?
Actually, no. I was thinking of something else. Like, what about sign language? Technically, that's not speaking.
I would count it as speaking.
And
not only that, no. There would literally be a panel where they try that.
And then it still counts as 2 words.
Yeah, like the moment they try to say a 3rd word, their fingers tie up.
Oh.
Like, their fingers, like, start twisting on their own.
Oh, that's that.
Not
so
painfully. No, not painfully. Just enough that it stops them from being able to sign.
So essentially, no matter what or even in writing, it doesn't matter. It's really 2 words, period.
They literally, if they try to write, they forget how to write. After 2 words, they forget how to write.
Or they can read the language they're writing, however, it looks like utter gibberish to everyone else. Like they can see the word as I want to go, and then but the words to go to everyone else's eyes will be so gibberish and like everything else that it's enchanted to be like you literally cannot say more than two words and you read more than two
better
words.
Yet, okay, so they can write as much as they want, but they quickly find out only the first two words actually show up to anybody that's not themselves.
Right, so they're literally cursed to only be able to communicate in two words in any form, regardless.
Yeah. No matter what language they're in, no matter... And no, and that's the thing. They can use more than one language. So they can use something like Japanese that has many, many meanings behind their words.
Oh. I didn't think about that. It makes sense, though.
Or like American, where one word can mean another word.
Oh, or like they miss like, ooh. What does it sound like an Aarakocra kind of thing in D&D where you mimic or something instead of like speaking?
Yeah, like, how would you write a character like that? Because I want them to be smart. I want them to be smart enough that they know that they need to be careful and say as much as they can with the little words that they have.
I kind of want to graft that onto my angel character. No, like okay, I have a character that I have a character that would technically fit this.
But we would need to think. We would need to think about phrases that. We would need to think about. Oh no, another clown. Oh God, no.
It's fine. I'm more concerned about the flame. Oh, you have a reachy arm.
Yeah, he does.
No. Okay. The only reason I'm saying that I have a character that fits this, I have a character that would actually fit this because there are characters that specifically does not speak. Period. Like they are unable because they don't have the part to speak. Like okay, this was actually inspired by Stolas from Hello Boss. The idea was that I think I told you about this one before. They are a scribe from heaven. That is meant to write down the word of God, but however, it is always untranslatable. The scribes were made to write, not to speak, not to eat, not to die. So essentially, they only are able to. They can write down words. They can also sign words, and they can also like physically, they can use hand signs, sigils, whatever. However, if I think in this case, maybe the character could be limited to 2 words because of the limitations placed on them by their previous role as a scribe.
Maybe, but I kind of would want to go the jokey route.
Or maybe they just don't want to. Maybe they just don't feel like it. It's like why don't you say more than 1 word or more than 2 words? Don't want to, or like don't care, not want.
Not want.
Literally, it's like I'm not going to expend my energy to speak to you with more than 2 words.
Brain elsewhere.
No, like
literally, that would be something that they would say. Like, why don't you say more than 2? Brain elsewhere, and let the others just figure out what he said.
and the one person that understands him is actually like the person assigned to be like on the trip to.
Okay, the idea is fun, but I kind of like the better idea that they can't control it. And it could be something scientific that happened to them, like an accident.
That literally prevents them from saying more than 2 words.
Yeah, and they have to figure out, like, okay, how am I going to fix this? And that's basically the story.
If they can fix it.
Yeah, if they can fix it, how am I going to fix this? And now they need to fix this while only having access to 2 words.
So they had to figure out, like, I mean, that could, again, alchemy. Maybe it restricts the brain, whatever they took to, like, only 2 words.
Right.
It could affect the part of the brain of speech.
Like, if we did this, we would need to think of... words that, 1, mean multiple things, but 2, like, we would need to think, how can you say the most while also saying the least?
I mean...
Like, you need to be able to convey more information than you're saying.
I could use a Tumblr joke here.
What?
So the Tumblr joke was, guy goes to a funeral and says, "Hey, can I say something?" And the wife of the person dies like, "Yeah, sure, that's fine." And then they stay up and say, "Plethora," and sit back down. And the wife says, "Thanks, that means a lot."
Why did it mean a lot?
That's the word plethora. Literally, it means a lot.
Oh!
The whole joke would be like there could be situations where he does that on purpose just to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a dick.
But not only that, like I would want the audience to be able to figure out what they're actually saying and what they're meaning.
That would be
like,
a writing exercise in character action versus character speech.
So,
because then
it's show don't tell.
Well, it's literally because in this case you can write
like,
a character that specifically is based on actions,
but here's
not
the thing,
words.
like, I would basically as the character is searching, in the background is literally all the evidence.
Uh-huh.
So they can use the 2 words that is said to try and find said evidence.
So are they a detective or what here?
Detective or scientist or something like that. Something smart. Like, again, it's this way he can use the 2 words like that.
Yeah? I mean,
That's
I guess it'd be more.
I don't really want to go with the idiot route because it's
so it's a
done.
curse. It's a curse, but in what sense is it? In what sense?
In the sense that you are now stuck saying only 2 words at a time.
Well, okay, better question. What caused the curse? Like, what would cause such an affliction?
I don't know.
Because there's several routes we can take with that, and one of them being, of course, like demons, kind of changing that way.
If it was science, if we go the alchemist route, it could just be a science experiment gone wrong.
So the science experiment could be something that deals with, like, maybe some kind of medicine. Maybe they took a medicine and it's like,
or
okay.
Maybe if we go the route of him, the main character's throat got slit during one of his missions.
Experiments.
No. This is for like the investigator. So his throat got slit by somebody he was investigating.
Oh.
But he survived. But now, if he says more than 2 words, his throat feels like it's literally like on fire,
because of
unbearably.
Because of the damage.
Yeah. So if he says too much.
Ah, that could be kind of
time.
cool. That could be kind of cool, actually. Yeah.
And he's trying to catch the person that did it to him.
That did it. So, and he knows it won't fix it, but at the same time, like, it'll still be better than not doing anything.
And mind you, he was supposed to die. Like, he's supposed to be dead.
So the person left him for dead after trying to do so.
But it didn't actually kill him. Like, he was saved, but now he can barely talk.
Ah. And the person who understands him best is the one who actually... Maybe the one who understands him best is the one who saved him.
The only problem the only problem is writing. Yeah, so it has to be something magical, actually, because it has to tackle writing and sign as well.
Well, like, that's the thing. A detective who cannot physically say more than 2 words, but is still able to solve a case, is kind of an interesting approach, because then it's like, well, you still have to solve the case, but you can't, like...
Yeah, but again, I would want to take out the writing angle, because again, it would kind of get rid of the point. He would just write all the time.
Oh, right.
So it would have to be something magical.
Not necessarily.
Either magical or scientific, because if it's scientific, it could have just affected the brain.
The line between science and magic can be blurred the best of times. I could not move from the corner, you goddamn heathen.
I don't know. We could still go the investigator route, but have it set in a world of magic.
I mean, either way, really.
So it would be somebody casts a curse on him that caused him to only be able to communicate 2 words at a time.
I could definitely see it being, like, again, that's a good magical angle.
By the way, yeah, between the 2 words, he has to leave at least 3 seconds.
No, I think in this case, like between. I mean, so you mean like between each use of the two words, rather?
Yeah, between each use of the two words.
At least 3 seconds.
He has to leave at least 3 seconds.
So he can't speed through something. He has to literally pause and then like do it again.
They have to clearly be different sentences.
I could imagine maybe it's I was gonna say a punishment in the sense of like, what if he's being told? What if he was like a hot shot, like daredevil in life or something, and then he was told, "All right, you have to slow down." And like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know how to slow down. It's like, no, but you'll be made to slow down, not by me, but by bigger things.
Forced.
Like I literally cannot save you if you do not stop messing with this. And then he keeps messing with it, and it's like, well, shit. Now you literally have to pause. You have no choice.
But I don't want to pause.
Yeah, it's like, well, looks like you forced the hand of something, so good luck.
No pause.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, like he's told earlier, like do everything slower. He's like, God damn it. No, and that could be a joke too. It's like, God damn it.
I'm not stopping my investigation.
But he could use purposely like smushed together language. So like the word God damn it could be one word if he's using the colloquial spelling.
God damn it.
Yeah, like it's like, wait, you said 3 words there. No, 2. It's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, God damn it, 1 word. You got God damn it, 1 word. It's like, oh, you're using use local. That point. Actually, no. Okay.
Okay, so there would need to be like established rules, as in like, and this would be like something we would discuss outside, like
Genie rules. Genie rules.
What?
Okay. Genie rules are like, you know, when you wish for something from a genie and the genie is like, oh, you want this? I can give you this in the worst way possible. Instead, this one would be the situation of like, you don't have to use okay, Scrabble rules. Okay, if you can spell it on the Scrabble board and the party knows the meaning, if you spell it that way, then it counts.
Okay.
So,
so goddamn it would not be one because goddamn it is
no, goddamn it's one word.
Unless that's only if it's spelled colloquially, not literally.
Sorry, well, sorry, colloquially, as in like, okay, if you go to Louisiana, right, and you ask them how to spell something, it ain't going to be the way other people spell it. So in that sense, like, if you used a way a certain, like, if you used some words from a local Louisiana spelling, or something,
so I suppose that works because you can also
like
use different
that kind of bends the
languages.
rules a bit, but it's like technically you're using but it's also a
but there's not
word.
that many words like that.
I think there's but that's the thing. Like, what if there was? What if that was the whole point? Like, what if you did use the bend the rules a bit about what words you can use?
Yeah, like he does experiment. He's like, okay, so so can't write,
and some things work and some words don't. But like he uses local slang terms for other things.
Can other language or no?
Hieroglyphs, even hieroglyphs count. Like, wait, but I can't use these. Like, nope. So that's against the. It's like, no, and even worse, if he uses things like hieroglyphs and pictographs, one of those symbols could mean way more than one word.
Yeah.
So if he uses one, it like overloads him entirely. Like, it's like, okay, let's not use.
Yeah. So maybe not. So technically, yes, hieroglyph, but no.
I mean, you can technically use them, but let's not do that today. It's like, all right,
yeah,
cool,
like, and not only that, like, if somebody ever voiced our comic, we would have to tell them, like, do not voice him like a dumb character. He is not, in fact, dumb.
Yeah, he's able to think and speak properly. He just can't say more than 2 words. So he's not stupid. He's literally just limited.
And like, not only that, like, if we want him to say more words and it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't, and he's not speaking to anybody, he can speak full sentences in his head.
But he can't say it out loud.
No, he cannot. No. So, but not only that, like, that gets him into trouble because now he's more used to speaking in his own head
than he is out in the world.
Yes. So there are times where he will say something to himself. He'll think he said it, and then he's like, "What?"
But then the people are like just staring at him, like, "You okay?
You said 2 words and then stopped."
Yeah, it's like, "You good, buddy?" It's like,
yeah. Oh.
Now, in that sense, you could also use the idea of like caveman speech, where in a sense of you can just grunt, make a point somewhere.
Any language.
No.
No, you're not listening to me. Any language,
but that's technically
even including caveman grunt.
No, that's the thing. He doesn't have to even say, because if you just, I think that could be the one rule exception. Grunting and pointing or grunting and actions don't count, but you can technically communicate with just emotion if you want. No, here's the thing. It could be funny because then the characters can start translating what kinds of grunts is he using.
The sign thing is interesting because remember, there are signs that mean whole words. And in fact, there are signs that literally mean whole sentences.
But he can't use those.
No. Well, yeah, fair.
Because he won't be able to use those because if it's a full sentence of one sign, then that's already cheating.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot.
So in that sense, like, I think that one rule could be like caveman grunt and caveman language and pointing could be like the next way around the rules. So it's like, okay, no, and the guy's like, you know what? I'll allow that. All right.
I don't know, because again, like, technically caveman grunt is still language, though dead language still technically language.
Yeah? See, that's the thing. But that's the thing. There has to be one exception that he's allowed to use. Like, there's got to be one exception.
Fine. Like, pointing is fine. And again, like, he does still technically have 2 words that he can say at a time.
I mean, also, how about... Actually, no. Photographs.
You know what would be really funny, though? That all the other characters actually just think he's dumb.
No, photographs. He can use photographs.
Yeah.
Okay, because imagine, say you want to describe, like, oh, there's a suspect is over here and
By the way,
has a gun.
You are forgetting one thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
A picture worth 1,000 words?
No. It's a game that you play with your family, where you're trying to describe something.
Pictionary?
Yes.
I mean that.
No, not Pictionary.
Charades.
Charades, yeah. So you're like.
So you can charades.
Yeah. Like you sound stuff and point at something. Because technically, sounds like and point are actions.
So he literally spends most of the story literally charadesing his idea.
Yes.
To the frustration of himself and everyone around him.
Yes, because everyone around him thinks he's an idiot.
Like,
and more than we could literally have like this very, very boisterous but actually idiot person who accidentally solves it, even though it was actually our guy that solved it, and we like literally pull a Detective Conan.
Well, in that sense, I could imagine like he's.
By the way, yeah, if you haven't seen Detective Conan, please go fucking watch Detective Conan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, like I can imagine like he's fine with others taking the credit because he knows that he will never be seen as the guy who did it.
But yeah, but you know what you know what I'm talking about though.
Oh yeah, I do. My favorite joke in the whole show was when the guy gets he was talking about like, man, when I fix it, I'm gonna go back to being 18 again and I can drink out. Oh wait, that's still a minor. Still a minor for alcohol. Damn it! It's like I remember that joke was from one of the episodes. Like, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I hate the fact this mini boss is just so punishing.
A little bit. He just has so much range.
Well, the problem is I have to hit him from so close, and he's doing constant combos.
Yeah, like
these guys are annoying too.
He has so much range. Like you have to like jump to the side.
Because compared to the White Lady, this guy's like a damage sponge of that.
So yeah, like it would need to be somebody who's, again, like I want the person who's well spoken to actually be an idiot. Meanwhile, the person who can only literally say 2 words is a genius.
I mean, I can imagine we could pick on the aristocrat who had like no people skills aside from money. Yeah. So like the guy could literally be like, "Oh, you're using one of those weird needle things. You mean a compass?" Or like someone nearby is like, "Did you mean a compass, sir? Oh, is that what you called it?" It's like, "Yes, sir." That's a compass, sir. It's like, sir, that's not how you. That's not a needle thing. That's a compass. Sir.
Yeah, it's like, no, guy. He hears him call it needle. He's like, that compass.
No, like a totally unrelated person is nearby and says, like, you mean compass? Oh, you mean is that what you call it? It's like,
Yeah.
yes, that's what any of us call it, is a compass.
But yeah, like, so, but here's the thing: the idiot investigator, like the idiot, like the handsome idiot investigator.
I mean, that could be the name of it right there, is the idiot investigator. Like, which could be misleading, because then it's like, he's not.
The whole joke is that would be that the idiot investigator gets the credit, even though it was actually like the smart one that can only say 2 words, who everybody thinks is an idiot, is actually the one solving it. I would want the two to know each other somehow.
Like the guy.
I don't know if I'd want it to be rivalry necessarily. I don't know.
No, I think it's no. It starts out as rivalry, but it comes down to necessity. Like, hey, the smart guy can't actually can't speak, but he arranges for his rival to take the actual credit. So he's like, so the story would be prodigy detective, passes cloak onto rival or something, like gives rival the spotlight, and he hates that because he doesn't want that to be seen as the case.
Yeah.
But because he has to do it, or else he won't get anything done.
Yeah.
He's like he laments the
fact
fact that he has.
This is a story. Like, this is an actual story.
Yeah, well, I could write that. It'd be kind of funny. Like, okay, how about this detective, but like League of Legends time, like technology / abilities. Like,
so
not League of Legends.
So no smartphones.
Well, no, not modern day, like somewhat fantasy-ish day.
Okay.
And
so what would the actual story be though?
The detective's trying to figure out who the guy was and who did this to him, knowing it would not solve anything, but he still wants to bring the guy to justice.
Yeah.
Like his ultimate mission is indeed just to bring the guy to justice, bring the guy to court. He knows nothing's good. He can't fix his own voice, but because he just wants the guy to be caught for what he did.
So the question is, how long would this comic be?
Well, story in general, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, you should totally write this though.
I could call it call it the idiot's charade.
I liked it. Yeah.
So it'll double distract the people who read. It's like, so wait, is the guy who's investigating the charade, or is the guy is it because he has to literally do charades? Like, it's both, technically speaking. I hate this puppet. I hate this puppet. I hate this puppet. I hate him with a burning passion. Why is this puppet so damn hard? I think I found a cheese strat, actually. Maybe. Yep, I found a cheese strat. Well, I can't really use it, but... Come on, buddy. You can't get me. Can't get me. Nope. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, you got it. You got it. No, you got it. Ah, you're no fun. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to beat this guy, but it's difficult.
Check the...
Yeah, I see E. Hold on, give me a second.
Because in my high mind, I'm gonna forget that.
Oh no, I'm gonna forget it too. Even in sober mind, I'm gonna forget that.
So I think I best write this shit down.
A good idea.
I hope it's not too much like Detective Conan.
I mean, no. So Detective Conan is
Like, adult ends up as child.
yeah. So this case, this guy never has to like get younger or anything. He just stays the same age, except that he's just trying to fix what happened. He's trying to bring the guy to justice, not necessarily, not cursed or anything. He just
something to do with his rival.
He and a rival have been in the same business for like years, decades, and he's had a beef with this guy. The rival here's the thing. The rival can hear about what happened to this detective, and the detective has some, of course, like reserves. Like, did the rival do it? Maybe the rival is the one who arranged to have this happen to him. And well, of course, that's on his mind the whole time. It's like maybe
the rival is still smart, but he's just very boisterous, and that's why the detective doesn't actually like him.
Oh no, yeah, the rival basically takes credit for what the detective for anything like that he can, but the rival basically is a subpar investigator. He just doesn't care.
He's smart, but he's subpar.
No. He's not even smart. He's just his story could be like, oh, I got in the business to become a big name in the law enforcement.
Okay, did you ever watch the Flash series, like the Flash Arrowverse series?
No.
God damn it, you need to, because it's actually really good. There is a character called Ralph Dibny.
Dibny?
Yeah, Dibny. He is a private eye who is an idiot, but when it comes to actually doing his job, he's very good at his job. He's just an idiot and very boisterous.
So he claims more than he does.
Yes.
I mean, no, that's the thing. I think the rival could be an actually decent detective. I think the guy could actually figure it out well, if he wasn't such a cocky guy who's just like, oh, look at me, I'm doing this. Like he can think about it. He just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Like so it takes this guy who can only say 2 words to train him to be a better detective.
No,
like,
I can just imagine that when he messes up and whoever employed them finds out, the smart detective tells them in just 2 words. He sets fire to his friend, saying, "Sorry, idiot," while pointing his thumb. No, while pointing his thumb at his friend. Technically, rival.
Well, because it's like, so who messes up really badly? Him. It's like, how dare you can't prove that? Burned building, literally burned. It's like, oh. It's like, you can't prove that. Pulls out lighter. Pulls out the rival's lighter. Like, you mean this? It's like, oh fuck,
you idiot.
Just like that, you can just pull out an item and the guy is like, God damn it, you're right.
Yeah, I still feel like the detective would try and put as much meaning behind the words that he says.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we would need to figure out what words could be used to mean something else.
See, that's the trick. Is that I literally had to pull up the thesaurus for that, just to figure out what could be used. Now, again, you had to take into account local meanings of years, because sometimes a word could be like a dog, for example. If you say the word dog, it could mean the literal animal.
You would also have to be very careful not to use too much modern language either.
Well, it could be modern-ish.
If it's medieval, no.
No. League of Legends is not medieval.
You said it was medieval.
No, League of Legends specifically isn't medieval by itself. It is just older. It's like sci-fi-ish, but it's not technically medieval.
I like the idea of not being able to have a phone. Because
which I think
more so, I would want it to be before the time of the phone.
We can just say that in the history of the series, it never they never invented.
Yeah, maybe, because the issue with the phone is that he could just use emoticons.
No, even then that could be a tricky thing too. Because for example, if we're using modern technology, emoticons can mean a lot of different messages at once. So if you use if you were to use the eyes open panicked emoticon, then it could be a situation where it's like, wait, well, does that mean panic over this? Does that also mean that's cool? Like that's the thing with modern emoticons is it's weird because you can use them in so many ways.
I'd rather just not.
But it would also it would also kind of nip in the bud the idea of like, you couldn't use texting as a way to write. You have to like physically speak the words, not text them.
Yeah.
Stupid clown, I hate this thing.
Yeah, I like the idea that they all see him as like an idiot, and while the actual idiot gets all the glory and is seen as like, oh well, this must be the genius of the two.
It's like, oh yeah, this guy can put together reports, write and speak, all that stuff, and the other guy, it's like nothing, sir. He's just doesn't want to talk. It's fine.
The strong silent type.
Yeah, yeah, basically, and the guy can just go like nod, grunt.
But funny enough, I think that the guy that can only say 2 words would actually be the straight man of the relationship.
Well, yeah, because he has to be. He's the one who has to get the work done.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy who has to solve the case.
Because you would expect the person who can only say 2 words to be like the jokester.
Well, in this case, it could subvert that. It could be like a situation of he doesn't.
Like, it turns out no, the one that can actually speak is the one that's being made a fool of. He is the clown in this situation.
Well, not even that. Like, I think it could be. It's better because like the guy who would be the jokester, the 2 words one, is super serious because he's just tired of being only able to say 2 words.
Like, kill me.
he's like, God damn it! Like I'm tired. Like I want to say so much to this guy, but I can't. So he's just angry about it, and he's not.
And like we could actually like say that in there, and kind of trick people into thinking that that he actually wants to be mean to the rival when he actually just wants to thank him profusely for actually being there for him.
Or like maybe he's worked with this guy for so long at this point that he actually wants this idiot to actually be a good detective, but he just doesn't listen. So he's like, I actually want to help you.
No, like he's actively he's rivals with him, but they're actively they are friends. They are like old acquaintances.
Well, that's the thing. Like I think I have to work like that, literally.
Okay, so the idea of why his rival is there in the first place is his rival was the only person to actually help him after the accident.
So the rival saved him. Maybe.
Everybody else ignored him.
So he was left for dead. The rival was like he like kind of saw him there, like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to help you, aren't I?
Yep.
And so it's like, fine, I guess I'll help you this.
Like not only that, the rival stayed by his bed the entire time that he was out.
I think it's like a begrudging respect kind of thing. Like we've been doing this for like literally 10 years. Now each other. It's like I'm not letting you go now. This too. Like it's not. There's no closure at that point.
So we literally could have the first things that he says is "Thank you for being there."
Yeah, he actually. But here's the thing. In a weird way, like the detective who has enlisted 2 words, like he actually wants to retire. Like he actively wants to retire, and this is like the final straw. He's like, God damn it! Before I retire, I'm going to solve like I'm going to find out who did this to me, and I'm going to find out why. But I can only retire when I found out what actually happened. Like I'm not just gonna leave and not have this guy locked up. But he actually wants to quit. Like actively wants to quit the job. Like, okay, I want to solve this. The rival one, like in a way, he knows that he's cursing his rival because the rival now has to take his place. So he's passing the torch in the worst way possible. But he's doing it under the guise of like, oh, I want to help him succeed. But it's like, no, he's the new guy to hunt down.
Am I giving you inspiration?
I have a whole story already in my head at this point. Like I have to physically write it down, but I have an idea.
Question: furry or not furry?
No, human this time.
Human this time?
Because in this case, I could see this as a very human story. It's a very, I mean, it could be a sci-fi-ish.
Should the guy be like the dapper type of, like the dapperly dressed?
No, that's the idiot.
Okay, so the idiot's dapperly dressed, so this guy would be more like, do you remember Gregory House from, like, House MD?
Yeah.
That's what he'd be dressed like.
Yeah, the detective who only speaking 2 words he's been doing this kind of stuff
Yeah,
like
he's
you know,
grizzled at this
yeah,
point.
he's
Like,
grizzled,
only
not
that,
well
like,
dressed.
the
etc.
rival is 30 years younger than he is.
Yeah, and that's why he wants to set this guy
Like,
up.
the
as
rival
next,
is 30 years old while he is 60.
yeah, so like it's like, damn it, I was like, and here's the thing, like I can imagine at the whole thing, at the very end, the whole thing where maybe say they do.
Oh, okay. So at the start of the thing, when we depict like that he was attacked. Of course, we're not going to show the attacker. We want to make that a surprise.
Right.
Also, we don't have any idea how it happened yet.
I mean, I imagine it could be
But
something
like,
very.
no, like as he is falling, he's like, I only had 5 more weeks to retirement. Of course, because like that, the joke is like, oh, whenever somebody brings up how long they have to retirement, they die. But then he wakes up literally 5 weeks later when he's supposed to retire, and
so it's like, oh crap, I'm still here.
Yeah, you know what? He can't retire now.
It's like I was in the clear. I could have left this place. Like, yeah, you could have, but you didn't.
But you didn't.
It's like, sorry.
So yeah, because it would be a subversion of that idea that like, oh, whenever they say that, the person dies. But no. At the end of the story, he actually gets to retire.
Well, no, and I can imagine like, okay, somehow they find like they do surgery to fix his vocal cords or something, and at the very end, the rival's like, so you gotta finally tell me all the stuff you had in your head. Take. And the detective just puts his hand on the rival's shoulder and says, "I'm sorry," and just walks. And then the rival's like, "What the fuck?" And then like at some point he gets approached by like the head of commissioner of the police and is like, "So here's your next 10 cases, and this is going on." And he's like, "Oh,
oh, you fucking bastard!"
Like he literally just says, "I'm sorry," and then walks away, doesn't say anything, and it's like, yeah, this wasn't for me. This wasn't for you. This was for me, like only for me. Like, oh, that's mean.
Like he's still. I would still say like he does begrudgingly respect his rival by the end.
But that's what makes it worse, because the whole thing was set up to be like, you're passing the torch. Now this guy gets the torch, but I'm sorry.
Like, I'm sorry.
And just walk away. It's like, what do you mean I'm sorry? It's like, yeah, you'll see in a second. Like he'll say it like, yeah, you'll see in a second. And then,
yeah, so like I could imagine like the guy would have like a scruffy beard. He would I don't know if he'd be a drunk, because that's also kind of been done before.
No, not even a drunk, just tired in general.
Yeah, but like he has a scruffy beard, he has messy hair and things like that. Like again, like he looks like he looks like he'd be an idiot. Like they would not take him seriously.
Or at the very least uncooperative. It's like so uncooperative about everything. It's just like, yeah, whatever. It's like but it comes across as that, but he actually does care.
Yeah.
So that could be like a subversion of that too. It's just like he's actually a caring character, but he doesn't want to talk about it, and he literally can't talk.
Yeah, like he literally can't say that he's a caring character.
Like he can't express concern because obviously it's out of his range. Like he can't do that.
But yeah, like I could imagine a woman goes there saying, asking them if they can find her missing child, that she doesn't have a lot of money.
Yeah,
and he says whatever, and she thinks he says no, but in actuality,
he didn't say no. He just said whatever.
Yeah, he said whatever, and then he started literally going in his mind, figuring out and just like thinking of every possible way that she could have been kidnapped, and starting to investigate without the client ever knowing.
Oh yeah.
And of course, they end up working pro bono that week.
Well, I mean, he might just be used to it at that point. He's used to working. It's like, because like no one like, and because he can't negotiate payment.
Yeah.
Because he's literally unable to negotiate payment. He can't like write out the word. Say, I want this much.
That's kind of what I want the story to take place like a good couple of years after he had this career, so he's already used to it.
Yeah, he's like he has his methods, and people assume like So he's either
like,
seen to
we
be.
do start the story like showing what happened, but like we then cut to like 2-3 years later.
I mean, it could be funny if it was literally. Oh yeah, I was gonna say because like it could be setting up like the death trope and like he should have died back then, but he didn't. And it's like he could be seen as like either this really like grizzled, tough detective, like uncaring, only interested in the facts kind of detective. But he's actually like really concerned, but he can't say anything because obviously you can't.
Yeah, like he truly does like care for the person. So when he saves the child, he now has to find the child's mother.
No. Like when the guy saves him, he has a begrudging respect, and then we could skip ahead a bit in time. Like this is what's actually happening, but that could just be funny.
Yeah, like and we could do like different. So the overarching plot would be, hey, who did this to me? But as he's doing that, he's still taking on other jobs.
Right. Like he
either
still wants to
begrudgingly, like, I just want to retire. Fine.
I can say that he doesn't necessarily have a wife, but he has like a concerned friend that just wants to get him like, could you just not do that, please? Just like he has to, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It's like if I don't do it, who will? And like that could be before he loses.
Oh, we are
his
getting
voice.
like a cast of characters. What would be this guy's name? You think?
I can make that up later. Because I honestly don't have any idea at that point what it is.
Okay, but the very fancy guy, the very fancy pants guy, has to have like the most fancy pants name ever.
I mean, something Worthington would be funny.
Reginald Worthington III.
or Worthington something, and then his catchphrase could be, "Remember, it's worth it."
Wait, what?
If his name is Worthington, he could say, "Remember, hiring me is worth it because Worthington." Worth
so we're just gonna do it for like a pun.
Yes, yeah, entirely a pun. I would do it. It is entirely for the sake of a pun. That is the entire point of his name. That would be the whole point. That would be the whole joke. It's like, and if anyone ever asks, like, what British, like,
because yeah, no. So whenever anybody asks, like, why did you name him Worthington? Because it's worth it.
Because it's worth it. It's like, so
it's
you made it
worth
for
it.
the pun. I made it for the pun.
I made him for the pun.
Yeah, it's like literally that is the whole point.
Like,
I made his name.
We literally made him for the fun.
It's like there's no other point. I just want to make a wordplay. That's it. And a very bad
But like,
wordplay.
not only that, like each book could be a separate. What's the right thing?
No, I mean the first case.
Like a separate
the first
case.
The first book could be. I imagine the first book could just be like okay, the first book could be several cases. It could be the case that started the whole thing of his throat slit, and then a couple cases into that where he's starting to learn like maybe there's more to it than just that, and he suspects his rival because of course he would. Why wouldn't you? But then he finds out that it wasn't his rival, and that maybe that's why he feels bad for his rival because like he pinned it on his rival the first time. Like he's like, oh no, I know the guy. I know the guy who did it was him. And he couldn't prove it, and then a rival got in trouble for it, like got a bad reputation for it. So he's trying to make it up to him or something.
Maybe that sounds.
Well, because
like
here's the thing: if you had someone that you've been competing with for years, and all of a sudden you find yourself hurt and they're by your bedside, wouldn't you be a bit suspicious?
Yeah. Also, like I want this to be a webcomic.
I'd have, but then I can't draw detail over time. Like I can't. For that many pages, I couldn't keep the detail up.
Well,
actually, wait, hold on. Idea. There was an old style of narrative for webcomics that didn't involve pictures. It involved text logs. It involved specifically text logs, specifically typed by people. It wasn't a comic. But it was definitely communicating from like a collection of dialogue or what they did.
Yeah.
Like that could be. Here's the thing. Then the audience has to figure out the narrative within the narrative because you're seeing it from not only the detective's point of view, but from the idiot's point of view in different chapters.
But
because
I also want to make it a book. Like I want to do both.
Oh yeah, no. But here's the thing: wouldn't it? I think it'd be kind of cool. Like, it's more work on the audience's part to have to decipher it. But imagine if you have to read the diaries of each person.
Ooh.
Like, okay, like, cause okay, say like this is all in the future. Say the story takes place like they're reading it after all of it's said and done. What if we're reading that perspective from the guy who lost his voice, and from the detective who took over? Because then technically, because reading from the guy who can now say what he wants.
We don't tell them which one they're reading from. We put subtle differences based on their personality. So like the idiot would be more simplistic.
Well, no,
like,
it's
So one telltale sign would be, oh no, the idiot is more simplistic. The evidence that he finds is more obvious.
Right.
While the evidence that the actual smart one finds is more nuanced.
Right. Because then he actually talks about like the smaller details versus the idiot.
Over time, the one that is simple ends up becoming nuanced.
Right. So in this case, they kind of share that because he's learning.
Yeah, as time goes on, and then by the last book, they need to be almost indistinguishable from one another.
By the last journal entry, rather.
Yeah, they need to be almost indistinguishable. Like, you have to try. Like, they would have to be different handwriting.
No, same. No, well, same type. Well, it'd be typed, but.
Oh, fair.
Like, cool. Well, because if it's gonna be a book in that sense, you have to type it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm taking so long on this guy, by the way. He's
like,
just a pain in the ass.
At first, it's easy to turn. Like, we could literally do the idiot's journal in, like, we could, like, do it in sans serif while we do the actual smart ones in a different font. And yes, I'm saying sans serif just to piss people off.
Oh, no, sans serif. Oh, no, I was gonna say Comic Sans, but that's a bit too...
Oh, yeah, sorry, I meant Comic Sans.
No, that's too easy.
No, that's the point. The first journal entry would be easy. Like, it would be easy to tell the two apart.
Oh.
Like, you can tell which one is the idiot and which one is the actual genius. But then, as time goes on, and he starts making more and more nuanced discoveries and thoughts, he starts... his language, or his writing starts matching up with...
The actual smart ones.
Yeah, the actual smart ones, which is like showing that he is actually there. He's becoming as smart as the other guy.
That he's like subtly learning from the first one, even though he hates it. It's just like, God damn it, I'm actually learning how to write this. Fuck. Just like he just kind of like curses about the.
So like at first so slowly the words stop being not sans serif. In Comic Sans.
He speaks like a common cop who doesn't look at anything beyond the big details. Like he'll just mention.
But then slowly over time he starts learning how to think like a PI.
He'll mention like, okay, I saw the car crash, saw the victim. Pretty obvious. They had gunshot. Guy with a gun. What are you gonna do? And the detective is like, this didn't line up. This didn't line up. Like nah.
Like the guy obviously didn't do it.
Because he talks like a common, like, not trained PI, just like a street cop in the case.
Yeah. And that could be a thing. Like, the reason that they're rivals is that he's actually a beat cop and he doesn't respect him as a PI.
Because he's not. He's literally a street cop that put in the case. Like that's all he is. He's just a common cop. Threw on there like, well, obviously you can't say anything.
And then the reason why the guy feels sorry for him is because he got him fired by like mistakenly thinking that he was the cause of what happened.
Right, like allegations were put against him. Like, well, what if he did it? The guy's like, well, we can't have that until cleared. So until we clear for investigation, you can't work as a cop anymore.
Yeah.
And the guy.
So now the guy went from detective to idiot cop. Makes sense.
No, he went from So, but he knows how to do it, but he just doesn't. He's not allowed to anymore. Like he's not legally allowed to be a PI until he gets cleared of all charges.
Well, no. So there's PI and there's cop. They're not necessarily the same thing.
No, but he was a PI until.
No, he was a cop.
He was a detective for the police until he got fired because of allegations.
Oh no, he is not a detective, not yet at least.
No, like what? But
But
that could
like
be the
that's
case.
the that's the whole point. Like he's at first he acts like a beat cop. He acts like he sees the most obvious first.
Because that's what
Okay, the idea would be he starts out as Watson but ends up as Sherlock.
Ah.
You did it! Woohoo! You did it!
I pray now.
I pray
Fun
for
fact:
your soul.
you can actually learn that gesture and go to a church and pray, and you actually get free humanity for it.
Oh, neat.
Which I don't want to do because, well,
You're
I don't
going the
want
lie
to.
route.
Actually, I think I've already kind of ruined it a bit because I've already kind of taken the I've already kind of taken the route where I told a couple truths too many, and I may have to fix that somehow. So I don't know how. Actually, I'm gonna take the potion real quick.
So yeah, the guy is a beat cop.
Hold on a second. Stargazer. Sorry, go ahead, sorry.
So the guy is a beat cop who is like again, it's Watson because it's somebody who starts out as Watson but becomes Sherlock. It's somebody who starts out only noticing like the obvious clues first,
but then eventually learns to see like the actual.
He learns to see beyond the veil.
The problem is, I'm gonna have to figure out how to write an actual intriguing detective story.
Have fun.
Because here's the thing, I listened to the entirety of Sherlock Holmes, all of it, and I love the writing that they've done, but I cannot replicate Conan Doyle to save my life.
Right. And again, like this is a very interesting way of doing it because again, this is Watson becoming Sherlock.
Right. It's just like I don't know how to otherwise like do this, but it can be done. I just got to figure out how.
I still want art to be attributed to it though. Like I want the characters actually designed and everything.
I do too, but I got to figure out how.
You wouldn't be able to keep up with the details, you said?
Okay, so with the problem with webcomics in that regard, I have to keep up with like making everything either detailed or not, and then if it's not detailed, then how would I keep it simple without being too simple?
You could go anime style.
Maybe it could be like, I was gonna say stock image-ish. Like if you took like
So
mannequins,
something like
almost.
this. Like something like what this is right now.
Yeah, like it could be vague enough. Let's put it that way. Also, please keep an eye on chat because I can't see chat.
I am.
But it could be
Nobody's
that.
in chat.
I thought so.
So we have 2 people watching. Hello, everybody.
Okay, hold on. Before I'm actually gonna do a bit of a diversion here. I want to see weapons because there are weapons here that I can get,
Okay.
and I know I'm in the right space to do it because there's a buzzsaw here. I think I want that because I can cheese things. But yeah, but I don't know. I writing out the case is gonna be the problem because like even a simple robbery cover up is gonna be hard because my efforts are gonna be figuring out like who did what, why did they hide it.
So we as the author, the problem is like we as the author will know what's going on. We need to pretend like we don't.
Right, exactly. That's gonna be the tricky part in the options.
Because like we basically need to make Sherlock smarter than us. And no, the character's name is not going to be Sherlock.
No. That'd be too easy.
That would be far too easy. And only
okay,
that, we are taking inspiration from Sherlock. We are not Sherlock themselves.
I mean, it wouldn't be the only Sherlock inspiration taken. Let's put
But
it that
no, like
way.
it would be interesting because you know how like Sherlock loves the show and tell of it all. Like in the books, he loves the show and tell of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one doesn't like that because again, he literally can't.
And if he ever has to, there could be a scene where he has to point at every little thing like, so what led to here? Points to this, walks over slowly, points to this, and it's like, so what? And then the idiot fills it in like, oh, it means this, and the detective's like, ugh. and then and just does it again, like draws it.
Such an idiot.
No. The detective was never much of a fan of drawing things, but he uses chalk. in order to draw out very crappy images as to what happened.
Like stick
Like-
figures.
like he drew as like, is that a gun or is that a sword? I can't tell.
Oh god. It's like
It's like, okay, no.
okay, no.
Like that could be its own
But
story.
not only
like,
that, like it could also be like inflection as well. Like
oh yeah,
saying something annoyed to convey, you know, being annoyed. Saying something worrisome while looking behind somebody. No, like, so you ever see, like, if somebody's okay, if somebody if somebody looks worrisome and looks behind you, what are you going to do?
usually see what's behind you and then see if
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
So he can use that psychological trick of like,
Of-
I need you to turn around.
Oh, I get it. So you have.
So
Right.
he like looks as worried. He looks as worried as possible, and he looks behind
Then turns around.
somebody.
And then they're like, wait, what's behind me? And then the actual like problem of the second is this guy.
Yeah.
But I can imagine like he has like he brings along like a crappy piece of coal and like paper with him at all times, just so he,
Yeah,
like,
and this
if
and
he
this
has
is
to illustrate.
and because like this is like in ye olden day, it would be what is it, charcoal chalk.
Yeah, so his hands would be smudgy because he has to use the
Well,
coal.
yeah, like his fingertips would be all smudgy.
Oh, what the hell?
That's a Spidey.
You have
Far
mannequin?
too many legs.
Oh, and you can make me disrupted, whatever that means. I don't want to know. And you sing. You sing. Okay. At least you flinch.
Oh, I thought she was a boss.
No. At least he flinches. Though.
Oh, how much you want to bet the boss is a spider thing?
Oh, I don't want that to be the case.
You know it's gonna be the case.
I'm gonna hate the spider. I'm gonna hate the boss. I'm gonna hate this boss now.
It's
I
so
know it.
obvious.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to fight a spider boss. Okay, that'll be fun. I'm gonna love it.
But yeah, so like,
Mind
yeah,
you, I like
I
spiders,
agree.
don't get me wrong.
The guy should carry around charcoal chalk.
And his hands always smudged, and we're like, why are your hands always?
And he literally just holds up the charcoal chalk.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And but it annoys some people because when he's collecting evidence and the chalk gets on something, it's like, god damn it. It's like,
That
dude.
was, I want to give him a name, and I don't know what name I want to give him.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'll think of a name. It's just like it could be funny. Like he's messing up evidence because he has to use his chalky hands or coal hands rather.
yeah.
Like he has no choice. He has to do this, or else he can't communicate, or he can't show you what happened. God damn it! Stop screaming, lady. I don't care.
But yeah, like we could use like the fact that a lot of words in the English dictionary are spelled the same.
And he okay, like example of again. It was do you want to learn the English language? The phrase they wrote out was "there are no rules." However, it was spelled as THEY'REOURNKNOWRULES.
Is that right? That is right. Holy shit! What?
Yeah, they spelled it out in a different way, but it's pronounced "there are no rules."
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no! It's like, yeah.
That hurts my brain.
Because that was one of the posts where it's like, why is English so fucked up? And it's like, yeah, this is an example of why English is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole joke is that he could use rules that technically don't mean what they do, but he could say like there are or something like that, like or just there or something like THEY/R'', which I think apostrophes should be exempt. Apostrophes still are part of a word.
No, because they're meant to be two words.
Oh.
So I am being I'm is
So
meant
that's-
to convey two words.
So and that's a 3-second pause. Oh no.
Yep.
So if you use contractions of any kind, It's like, actually, someone, again, Tumblr joke, someone said, contractions are such a good language tool. It's one of the most important tools we've. Because we have. So it's one of the most important tools we've.
Okay, so there are times where contractions are not used.
I know,
and
but
that is one of them.
But people were saying like,
"Oh,
what the
hi."
fuck? It's like how dare you phrase it that way? And it's like, yeah, because or someone, and they said that's just the kind of genius I'm. It's like, oh, I like it.
Because like, yeah, with English you need to take in context, and that is the problem. Like, words can mean a lot of things when not taken into context.
Exactly. That's the whole. But the whole joke is the fact that like, the whole joke would be that he can use contractions several words, but people are like, "What did you mean?" Oh, that's what you mean. It's like, yeah.
No, because contractions are legally 2 words.
So that could be more confusing or like more frustrating. It's like I can't use a single contraction. Or, God damn it, fine.
Yep. No contractions. If you want to say there, you have to say they are.
Oh my god. I have an exploding pickaxe? What is that supposed to mean? Okay, so I thought I had to kill for this weapon. Whoops. I can stop whenever, by the way. I don't wish to bore you too much.
And no, this spell can definitely tell the difference between you, your, and your.
Say it again, you cut out.
You, your, and your. The spell would definitely be able to tell the difference between the 3. So you can't use your to mean your.
Huh. Flaming chandelier.
Yeah, you cannot use your to mean you are, or like you are to mean your.
So you have to use the right term as well as the right number. Oh no. Oh no.
Meaning, guess what? Some words practically become unusable. Because how are you going to use both your and your without?
I mean, unironically, then the word y'all could literally be y'all. Like, wait, so who you talk about? Y'all. Like,
no, because technically y'all is you all.
Yeah, but no, that's his one phrase for that sentence is y'all. So when he says, who you talking about?
Oh, yeah,
y'all?
You're right. You're right. Like, oh my goodness, yeah.
Look, it's Geppetto.
I really... Okay, either A, you're fighting a spider thing, or B, you're fighting a shadow of yourself.
So this is Geppetto working on me. I'm reaching out to myself?
I'm gonna guess that you are fighting a shadow version of yourself.
So he took out my heart and is putting it in a different puppet.
Yep.
So Geppetto wants to use me.
Or the puppets want to use you.
So am I fighting?
You're fighting you, I think.
Or what he wants me to be.
That is a very creepy smile, Geppetto.
Yeah, I hate mannequins for that.
Yeah, that is a perv smile. No, thank you.
Yay! Look at that. He did it. Oh, hi.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
So you're fighting King Kong.
Yep, I'm fighting the Puppet King. Yeah. Peasant. Oh. Aw, you cry.
This reminds me of the Oni masks.
About to cry some more, boy. Tell you what.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, those are creepy.
The freaking Japanese theater
Kabuki?
masks. Yeah, kabuki masks. Or the kabuki mask. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, it's kabuki. Yeah. Actually, no theater is.
No, that's it. No,
too.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of. No theater.
Like no theater is kind. I mean, okay, I respect the art of no theater and kabuki collectively. I'm not necessarily familiar with it, but I can tell it takes a certain amount of talent to do that. Is it my favorite? No. However, I can respect it for what it is.
Come on, just one. Just one shot it. You can do it, man.
Honestly, with the Spectre here, it's actually kind of helping. I'm trying to keep the I'm trying to. Oh, never mind. He's got the. No. Spectre, I need you to
Just
live.
one
here.
and done. You can do it.
Crap. Oh crap. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Actually, this is not. He's not the only one boss here, is he?
But yeah, so basically anything that can be inferred as 2 words, he cannot say. Well, he can, but he cannot say anything else.
For that brief window of time.
Yeah. And he gets very annoyed by it, by the way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He'll be like, God damn it, I can't even simple language. It's like, yeah, I know. I mean, here's the thing. Maybe it could be some kind of demon or some kind of spell that he did stumble upon, and that could be the whole hook. It's like it's fantasy-ish, so maybe it could be like.
No, it's fine for it to be a spell. In fact, like, I think it has to be. I think it literally has to either be a spell or science.
Actually, no. Like we could keep it like even some. Okay, actually, no. We could be some modern day here. It could be like he does run across an actual cult, like who actually manages to summon a god or something, or like do some magic.
No, too complicated.
Okay, he runs into some kind of self-proclaimed magic user, quote unquote, cult leader, whatever figure. And he stops, and this guy has been stealing, has been murdering, has been doing all that. Like, it's actually been a thing he's doing. So he's doing it because, I had to get the stuff from my self-proclaimed ritual that he thinks is real. And it turns out it is real. But only after the detective tried to stop him. It's like, so that could be like, and that could be like the one thing that he can't believe. It's like, wait, so you're saying that this guy literally cast a spell on you?
He's like, yes.
It's like, okay, no, that can't be right. Like that can't. And then he's
just like, he's just like 2 words.
And then what else happens afterwards? And then like he keeps speaking, but after the second word, the other guy's like, "What was after the second word? I couldn't understand that." It's like, see,
it says exactly.
It's like, oh crap. It's like, yeah.
So like, no. Not only that, he thinks he's speaking.
But he's not. But he can't be understood.
Effectively, there's a word for it in the real world where you think you're saying something but you're not.
I was gonna say inner voice, but that's not quite right.
No. There's an actual medical term.
Oh. For when you think you're speaking but you're not.
Aphasia?
There's a word for that? Huh.
Yes. Hold on.
Let me make a quick phone call to the folks before I continue this boss fight, because if I get it, I want to. This is technically the last boss of the game. I'll be right back.
Yeah, aphasia. I was right. Ooh.
Bye.
So there are 2 types. There's aphasia, which is specifically expressive aphasia, is when you know what you want to say, but you have trouble saying or writing your thoughts. And then there's dysphagia, which is the
dysphagia.
It affects your ability to produce and understand spoken language. It can also cause reading, writing, and gesturing impairments.
So maybe they could diagnose it as that, but then it's actually literally magic.
Yeah.
Like, so they're like, no, you have aphasia, and the guy's like, no.
Aphasia.
It's like, no aphasia. It's like, no, sir, it literally is aphasia. It's like, there's no, that's meant to what's going on with you.
No. Okay, so after the first 2 words, he sounds like he is babbling. He thinks he's saying something when he's actually saying something else.
Oh.
Like, his mouth starts to, like, say
Other
nonsense.
Oh.
Like
So
they
he's-
literally don't understand what he's saying after the
So
third
he
word.
could, maybe they could say it's like a mental condition where they think it's aphasia, but it's actually like he just doesn't know what he's saying, so they think he's insane or something.
Yeah, but he does.
Like-
He knows what he's saying. He knows.
But they
he,
can't understand it.
Yeah, he understands what he wants to say. But his body physically refuses to.
Oh god dang! I know the second phase.
And yep, second phase, baby.
So, was that supposed to be the better me?
I think.
Oh god.
Told you, shadow fight.
It looks like my hair, but not quite.
Not quite as dapper.
You have a scythe. I want that. Can I have it? Can I have the weapon, please? Oh, the spectre.
Oh, I
Come
think
on.
you do get it, because look, that shadow is using the scythe.
Okay, you know what's not cool? The fact that they don't restart the spectre at full health.
Why would they? This is technically the same battle.
Same boss, but it's second phase.
Also,
They
like this character's name is Romeo. How much you want to bet that the queen of puppets is named Juliet?
well, technically, I'd be Juliet.
No, the queen of puppets.
Oh,
The one that you fought
point.
before.
good point. No, I think that's just the king of puppets. Like, I
Did
think
you
that's
fight
just
the queen?
no.
Oh, I'm thinking about the white lady.
You know, that's not. She wasn't. She was just a random person. Admittedly angry, but she was a random person.
Right.
Yeah, no, but she was just angry at me as
But yeah,
me as a puppet.
so it's a shadow fight.
But I have to still figure out what to do.
You are fighting you. You know what would be interesting? If he actually used the same weapon that you use. So it actually,
This-
like, tracks what weapons you have on you.
Oh, that would suck.
So
I don't
when
want.
you switch weapons, he switches weapons.
I don't want that to be the case. It would suck. I don't want
It
that.
would be funny.
That would be so beyond inconvenient. They'd be like, "Oh, you want to switch two? Fun, I got two." One. That is
But
not how boss
yeah,
fight
so
rules work.
when he tries to go past the third word, or when he tries to go past the second word,
Ow,
he
geez,
just starts
alright.
babbling. He thinks he's saying something, but he's actually not, and he knows it now too.
But he can't, and no one can medically explain it. Besides, just like, well, you're obviously you're going through insanity, some kind of madness that happens in your job. No,
not insane.
I'm gonna switch games here for the sake of my sanity. But now I just know what to do.
No, you're at the final boss. Come on.
I mean, this is. I don't think this is the final boss. Is
Did
it?
you beat him?
No,
It's the final boss. Come on, man. You gotta do it.
I don't think it's the final. Hold on. Hey, lady. Well, in that case,
How long have we been going, actually?
about two. If it's 2 hours, and I don't want to go too. I mean, it depends on how much time you have, but
It's just I'm fine.
I'll give it one more try at least. Then I might play some Laika to actually
Yeah.
calmer game.
But yeah, so yeah, they literally just can't understand him after that, and they think he's insane. They think
I mean,
he's
I'm
an
getting
idiot.
ideas already, so I can do that. I have some ideas for that occasion. I hate this face. Come here, let's go. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go, buddy.
Like literally, the only thing that his aphasia affects is speaking. It doesn't actually affect his mind or anything like that. Like that's
Right.
not how he got the aphasia.
But that is what people think is the situation is aphasia because
Yeah.
of that situation.
But he's no literal magic.
And the people are like, no, sir, that's not that happens. Like that's not you can't think we're gonna believe that, right? And it's like, I hate this guy. Now don't you cry on me.
And yes, the thing By the way, and yes, things like the middle finger to say fuck, to say fuck you does count as 2 words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So he can't.
No, he can. He just can only do that.
That's a curse too. Oof.
Like, literally anything that could be inferred as 2 words
Is forbidden.
Mind you, 2 meanings is different. 2 words is what matters. That's why your and your are troublesome.
2 spoken words, rather.
Yeah. But like something like what would be a word that has a different spelling but the same pronunciation?
Different spelling, same. Read and read.
Read and read?
Because literally, read and read are the same word, but said different ways. That could be like an annoying part too. Is like, what if you have to say if you pick the right word, how do you? Is it spelled the same way?
Right.
Ooh. Whoa.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
I don't know.
No, I didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. At least it started you halfway through.
Not really.
Well, I mean, it didn't make you read you the first part.
It did actually.
It did. You finished it fast.
I'm getting better at the first part, but I hate the second part.
Oh, your friend died.
Yeah. Whew. God dang it. Whew. I'm just trying to see if I can even I want to learn this guy's tactics, but I have to figure out what he's doing. Come on, buddy. Come on. Whew. 1. The 1 is just the 1 downward swipe. All right,
and the
good.
only one who believes him is his rival.
Well, no, the only one who believes him is like.
No, like the only one who believes it's not aphasia.
Is who?
Is his rival.
Because the guy is like, he's been with him long enough, like, okay, you wouldn't be faking this. Like, this isn't a condition you'd be just making up. And he's just like, yeah.
No, and not only that, no. His eyes go, he's like, you figure it out. You!
Oh god, I hate
And of course, like, he does those, it's like, well, fuck you too, then.
It's like, alright, cool, alright, yeah, I get it.
No, he's just like flabbergasted. He's not even mad at him for figuring it out. He's like, how?
I mean, and there could be so many jokes to Holmes, like, alright, so, I mean, and the guy could be like, you could look at the idiot, he's like, you know, like, no, doctor. This is like Dr. Watson joke. Because it's like, you're not a doctor.
Yeah, you're not a doctor.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break on this.
Yeah.
I need to look up some fight details in this one.
Yeah, rather than being a doctor, he is an apprentice.
I just noticed something. On the lie or die thing, the hour hand is getting closer to midnight.
Oh no.
Which means I'm getting closer to the end.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
That means the bosses are going to get worse. I'm going to switch to Laika just really quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Much more chill game for me to not stress about, which I cannot play on controller.
I need to get
For
some
some
water.
reason.
I'll be right back.
How dare you. I'm going to have to figure out how to actually beat that particular boss fight, because I'm going to hate every second. I ain't gonna be happy about it, but I tell you what. Bobby, I tell you what. Not creator studio. I need you to. No, I need you to go the other one, please. No.
Hi, buddy.
Why are you doing this? No. Stop loading so slow, please.
Okay, I'm back.
Stop loading so slow. I want to show Laika.
Oh, I might want to actually.
Let me share. I'm sharing my.
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
we
on the
go.
program right now. Okay, it's still on. Let me change the details. Wait. Okay. Let's make a name for this one. So it's gonna be
Honestly, what I would
Laika.
like to learn more is, like how to tag properly.
I wish I knew too.
That's something to study.
Well, so in this case, like, I'm trying to figure out how would like. I mean, I'm tagging everything I possibly can that might catch people's attention. Is what I can think of.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, there's tagging with deception and tagging with like actual honesty. Saying tags like video game or fantasy, etc. You know,
Right.
and the game category, etc. Like, I'm trying to figure out how that would be best done. Okay, let me see if I can turn the soundtrack back. This might get the stream hit with demonetization, who knows? Because if it does get it marked for demonetization, that's not something I can control.
Nope.
I mean, no, here's the thing. I like the soundtrack.
Sounds good.
But sadly, I just wish... I don't know if it'll, like, get the... I have it on low. Is it too low?
All right. So here are 5 tips for best using YouTube.
Is it too low, though?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead.
All right. So tip 1: don't go overboard.
Right, of course.
So for best results, only use a few tags that are both broad and specific to your content. Don't try to cluster too many keywords in one tag,
Right.
or it might not show up when people search for it on YouTube. Use trending tags.
Yeah, but that depends on if what you're doing is a trending...
So use the instructions on looking up tags, or use YouTube's auto-suggest feature to identify trends. To use auto-suggest, simply type the blah 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 blah. You know how this auto-suggest works. Be specific. Include synonyms.
Synonyms my favorite spice.
Use a tag generator.
Yeah, I really should. I mean, I put in things like video game. In this case, it's video game, Metroidvania, Laika, Age True Blood, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what quest am I on? Sober Up. I'm on the quest Sober Up. Where is this person? Do I have to do radio silence for? I met them before. Where'd you go?
But yeah, like, so let's try doing like I want to try tagging the videos better.
I mean, we can go through them and tag them afterward, but at this point...
No, I like, not just those, but I mean like the streams and everything.
Yeah, but what other tags could there be used?
I don't know. Synonyms, things like that. Popular tags.
I mean...
That still have to do with video games. News, technically, because we do talk about, like, recent shit. Sometimes, technically.
Yeah? I mean, but we're not technically a news...
But I mean,
though.
like, if I talk like this, can we technically call it ASMR?
No, because the game's technically on full volume, and therefore I can't do that. I want to make an ASMR video. I wanted to do this for a bit, except that it would not be like... It would be very loud sounds made so quiet, but the whole thing visually is like an overexcited mess, like things just happening in the background the whole time.
Oh my god, that would be horrible.
So it would be ASMR, just not the kind that people are thinking of when it comes to ASMR.
But, yeah, that's something I would like to do, just because I think it would be a good idea.
I mean, I've been trying to tag everything I can when we do stream. Again, not too much, but I've been trying to tag as best I can.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've just been trying to basically tag, like...
I don't know, how much longer are you wanting to go?
Depends on how much longer you wish to go on this, because I can play this...
Well, yeah, but you also have family shit.
No, I have work tomorrow.
That too. Technically, you have both, don't you?
Family stuff is going to be on Saturday. Tomorrow's the work
that's
day.
right. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm working with the grumpy old man tomorrow, so...
Wait, is this the racist one?
Yeah, I'm working with him tomorrow.
I still say that you need to just, like, flat out tell him off.
I mean, I would if I didn't want him literally complaining to about, well, they're being mean to me, until actually, correction, I told our owner yesterday, you didn't hear this from me, but here's what's happened with the old man. And so far, the owner has been receptive to actually, like, listening to what I had to say. But we'll have to see if he actually acts on it, because if he doesn't, then I am wasting my time.
Right.
But mind you, it's me and another guy who work there too together that we're both kind of like wanting him to quit, but he won't. So we're just kind of waiting for, like, you know, we're not going to, you know, harass you. But if us asking, hey, could you clear out the fridge, leads to a full hissy fit in him saying, fun, I'll throw everything away, then it's like, yeah, we're going to report that to the boss, and you're going to have to tell him why you threw a hissy fit for being asked to clean out the fridge. Which is funny because it's only one, it's not me who has the issue with them. Like, I only work there once a week. The other guy who works there has to deal with this. And which
he's racist?
He's... Oh, God damn it. Yeah.
Like okay, when you say racist, how racist are you talking?
On multiple occasions, he has said the term, as in talking about like someone who happens to be Mexican who comes in and is wanting to buy something. After they leave, on more than one occasion, he has said, well, you know how the Mexicans are. I'm like, no, Greg, how are they? And he's like, well, I mean, he kind of like shuts up. But he's that kind of racist. He won't say it out loud with the customer there, but he on more than one occasion
said,
you know,
knows what he's saying.
He's like, oh, you know, all the bad drivers are like not white, right? And I'm like, no, Greg, how are they not white? Why are you blaming all bad drivers?
Okay, I have literally argued with people who don't understand the fact that black communities and neighborhoods are over policed.
And he says these things like as if they're just a throwaway fact, and I'm like, Greg, you're an idiot. That's not how. Like, that's not. And actually, so I know he's a very insecure person, like very insecure, because on several reasons, but mostly because he was scared that his wife will leave him because she won a settlement of money. Oh crap! From a restaurant that, mind you, it happened.
Make it.
I do feel bad for her because like she legit lost a finger because a chair was like, they had metal chairs that cut off her pinky, and long story, it wasn't her fault, it was their fault. However, he had a long crying moment in the store one day because he was scared she would just leave because, well, now she has the money, what am I supposed to do? And my first thought was, Greg, if you're scared your wife will leave you, that's you who's miserable. You're making it miserable for her.
Yeah.
Like, she's not gonna leave you because she's rich. She's gonna leave you because you're a bad person.
And you are a bad person.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it.
You're not gonna make it.
I'm trying to find one person and I can't find.
So pretty racist then.
He is racist and he will never say it, but we call him out all the time and he shuts up and I'm like, yeah, Greg, you're racist. But yeah,
like I have literally talked to people who don't understand how crime statistics are very, very, very skewed.
Oh, they are
specifically like skewed in white people's favor.
It's just disappointing to me how he is that way and he will never admit it. And, like, dude.
Sorry, I was on Twitter and my brain is mush.
No, it's just sadly. I want him to understand
Yeah.
that he's being a dick, but to him, he's like 60 years old now. He doesn't care.
It sounds like he's the type of person who would say, like, oh, well, black people commit 60% of all violent crime.
Actually, he said that. Yeah.
Like, word for word what I just said?
Almost. Almost.
It's so easy to tell who are conservatives because they don't know how, they don't have new arguments. They're all the same.
Oh, he doesn't have arguments, and if he gets even offended by thing, like if we ask, hey, could you do this, and he gets offended, he leaves early, like several hours early, just to be like, what I gotta do with this, and then he complains later to the boss, and the boss even told me, like, why is Greg complaining about hours? He always leaves like 3 hours early. I'm like, yeah, because he gets offended easy.
It's not
Literally,
our fault.
that's your reason. He literally leaves because he's offended by the fact that we're offended by him.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm sorry, conservatives are the snowflakiest of snowflakes.
Oh, absolutely.
And the fact that they can complain about, like, snowflakes, like, y'all are the most non-logical people ever.
Honestly, if you have been on Twitter, it's in this case it'd be better for your sanity if you weren't. But if anyone is on Twitter, there is a recent movement going on where if you watch any anime, doesn't matter what it is, you are automatically considered a
P-word.
Yes, any anime, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter who makes it. If you watch any anime, you are
that.
That movement has been growing steadily enough, and I'm concerned that people are going to think that's real. And it's like, no, there's more to it than just this. But of course, even
hentai is like, it's art.
Dawson's a pretty bad hentai.
To be fair, there are some bad hentai, but it's art. It's not hurting anybody.
Badly drawn, I should say.
Yeah.
Sorry, side tangent. For me, if you draw an off-brand comic that is just so bad looking, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please try. Like, you're ruining the porn.
But yeah.
But yeah, sorry, yeah.
But yeah, like, again, it's art.
But there was a story where a K-pop singer, I don't know his name, said they were interviewing, like, hey, so do you watch any anime? And he lists off several shows. One of them being Made in Abyss, which I do not want to cry, so I'm not watching that one.
I have not given it a try.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah, I know it's very, very heavy. Like that is a story about fascism, if I remember correctly.
It's actually about, it is sort of, but it's also about children who have no business going into tomb dungeon stuff, going into a tomb and dungeon and suffering because of it. It's meant to be that way on purpose because it shows the horrors of humanity via children, which makes sense. But in this case of that, he listed all 3 anime, and immediately people started hating on this guy because how dare you watch Japanese animation?
So it wasn't even Made in Abyss that day. Like, if it were Made in Abyss, I could absolutely understand the confusion.
But because he listed off the fact that he watched anime in general, that was enough to get people to hate him.
That's ridiculous.
This is the current movement on Twitter and to an extent on Instagram, because a lot of people
there is some really bad hentai out there.
Well, absolutely, but we wouldn't have the art we have now if we didn't have them.
Yeah,
you have to learn somehow. Just like if we didn't have Twilight, we wouldn't have culture. If we didn't have Twilight,
okay, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. There is some good My Little Pony porn. Not gonna lie. It's hard to find, but it does in fact exist.
Right? No, it does. I agree. It's just, it's hard to find depending on what sources you're willing to go to.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if you're willing to go the extra mile for a couple sources, I got some links. Just saying.
By the way, yeah, we are absolutely getting demonetized.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, we're not explicit. We're not being explicit.
We are talking about hentai.
No, it's
Do you think that YouTube's mod system is that dumb?
No. We're talking about the fan name for Henya the Genius.
Oh my god.
You've seen her, right?
No.
Okay. So there is a VTuber who is funny, who is her name is Henya, Henya. That is her name. So every single VTuber is a groupie's name, a fan name, a name for all, right? So you have like.
Please tell me she doesn't call them hentais.
Yep. Because her name is Henya, so hen, and then Tai is a group, therefore it's the hens group. And she knows
that is about as dumb as that meme of a hen sitting on a Tai from Digimon's.
She knows exactly what she is saying. She knows it's funny. She knows it's dumb. And she knows that whenever she tells people this, they're like, what?
You are now a hentai.
Yeah, and she uses this term for fun, but unironically, because it's funny. So it's like, yeah.
But again, it's about as smart as the freaking Tai with a hen on his head.
But that's how you do it. You're supposed to...
No, but you know the meme I'm talking about, though.
Yes. This is hen. This is a Tai. This is hen Tai. Any questions?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't find... I'm going to find a different quest at this point, because I cannot find this damn NPC. I'm trying to find one single person, and I cannot.
But honestly, Twitter's been brain dead since Musk took over.
I've been using Tumblr.
I've been using Blue Sky. It's Blue Sky's good.
Is it? Ow.
Yeah. Blue Sky feels like old Twitter. You know, back before Twitter lost one of its brain cells.
Really?
Mind you, Twitter has always been like a three brain cell type of website, but like once Elon Musk bought it, lost one of those brain cells.
I didn't think.
If not two. Like, I don't know. Do you think that Twitter could be counted as a 2 brain cell website?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 brain cells fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Now, because 1 brain cell would be like Trump's Truth Social or whatever it is.
Oh my god. No, Trump's Truth Social is a 0 brain cell. He has an empty noggin up there.
Right, but like that's a 1 brain cell. That's not even a brain. Useless.
Yeah, that is a singular brain cell.
Yeah, so Twitter might have like. Here's the thing, because Twitter isn't only defined by usually purely idiots. There are some times when you don't, then they're not. But at the same time, I can't guarantee it's always the case.
Do you want to know what a 4-cell brain is? What a 4-cell brain? 4chan. Not kidding.
To be fair, 4chan terrifies me.
Okay, 4chan terrifies you, but honestly, I actually think we would be a worse off society if 4chan didn't exist.
4chan has done some interesting things. I can't say that they haven't.
They have done... Here's the thing. 4chan is the epitome of you can either do great evil or do great good. Because it's done both.
It's done terrible things, too.
It has. As I said, you can either do great evil or do great good.
Yeah, 4chan... I view 4chan...
Fair, okay, I don't believe in good and evil. I don't think they exist. I think that good and evil are relative and are...
Right. Okay, well, I should, let me phrase it this way. 4chan is the equivalent of saying you have a pack of rabid feral dogs in your possession at all times. And then these feral dogs are intelligent, but are also infectious. If you sick them on anything, they will do so without any kind of second thought.
They are the epitome of the chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I just don't trust them, is all.
As I said, yeah, because they're chaotic neutral. You don't trust That's the thing. You also don't trust libertarians because they're chaotic neutral. You don't know what side they're going to fall on.
Right, and that's kind of where 4chan to me falls. Is like they can do some amazing.
They are the epitome of chaotic neutral. Wait,
but
then what would that make Twitter?
Chaotic evil. No, wait, no. They are also chaotic neutral, but in the opposite direction. No. Here's the thing: chaotic neutral is usually done in 2 flavors. First flavor is generally, it's what my character do. And then there's certain situations where they'll say, okay, what's the situation?
Yeah, there's Joker chaotic evil, which is I want to watch the world burn.
And then there's people who are like, hey, we have to get this guy out of there in one piece. And make
Okay,
sure
then that's not chaotic neutral. That's lawful neutral.
No. So say the quest is, okay, we have to get this guy out of here in one piece. We have to make sure he's not harmed. Okay, who else can we harm? No one. Well, no one else here is necessary, so we can harm them. Cool. Blows up the side of the building, gets the guy out, and then just leaves. Like,
sounds like a law. Like that
No,
sounds like
that's
chaotic neutral, I suppose.
that is lawful, but it's also like not good.
Yeah, that's chaotic neutral.
So there's chaotic neutral.
Yeah, you're right. Because I play a chaotic neutral character.
Because there's chaotic. There's a
And
chaotic neutral.
and the reason he is chaotic neutral is because he is of the opinion that as long as good comes out of it, there is always an excuse.
Right. I should phrase it as you have Batman chaotic neutral, which is I will do whatever it takes to get it done with casualty, to like a holy character chaotic neutral, where it's like I have to follow the holy law and make sure nothing.
Holy characters are lawful good.
Oh, sorry. So lawful neutral would be like a private eye. I guess you could say a private eye is a sort of like lawful neutral.
Yeah.
Because he has to follow a law. Chaotic good is I have no law, but I want to help. So even if it means I have to blow up half this building, I will get this done.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of like this. So there's lawless and it's lawless, chaotic neutral. That's the way. And then there's lawful chaotic neutral.
What is meta in all this?
Meta?
Facebook.
Meta is.
Sorry, I respect Facebook more than I respect Twitter. So I will call Facebook meta because I respect them more.
I call it Facebook because it was called Facebook.
I know, it's really funny not to call Twitter X because they get all offended and squingy at it.
And then another reason why I don't. I knew it as Facebook before, and also B, IHOP went from IHOP to IHOB at some point. So I'm always going to call it IHOB because I thought it was funny when they went from pancakes to burgers.
Yeah, but
because it's like y'all ain't burgers, y'all pancakes. Don't lie.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, so Twitter would be chaotic evil. I'm sorry, they just are.
No, but that's the thing. 4chan can do good if you put the right bait out, because if you don't,
as I said, like they are either they're the epitome of chaotic neutral.
But that's also bad because, like, you.
Oh yeah, it is.
They've done some stupid things.
Yeah, they have done some stupid, terribly evil things. But then they've also said, "Hey, we're going to unveil. We're going to help unmask this terrorist cell or this pedophile or whatever."
Yeah, they could be good. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, they're also so random that I don't know what to expect anymore.
And mind you, 4chan very much has a fascist problem. They have a Nazi problem.
Oh yeah,
that they refuse to deal with because like they don't care.
For the lulz, yeah. That's what they do is for the lulz, which is unfortunate, but. I will. My mother will mail you. My mother will mail you the copy of the book.
I appreciate that. Like, there are just times where I feel like the internet has gone too far.
No, I agree. It has.
Like, 4chan has gone too far. 4chan is like, just like, why?
I mean, 4chan is, again, it's unsupervised. It's basically a rabid dog.
Yeah, like, okay, when I say the internet's gone too far, I should say what's the right word?
Inanimate?
No.
What are you trying to say?
Anonymous.
Anonymous, yeah.
I'm high. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're good.
Anonymous. I think that anonymity.
Anonymity, yes.
Anonymity. Thank you. Anonymity goes too far sometimes, and I think that we should have. I don't know. I sometimes do think that we should have some form of like actual way of like saying like, hey, this is who this person is.
Oh, I absolutely, I agree. We should, but I don't think we ever will.
I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm all for the freedom of the internet, because the internet should be free. Why are you just sitting there?
I'm looking up. Apparently, where I have to go is where iron caresses the sky. But I've been here. Where? What? I've been here before. What do you mean where iron caresses the sky? Well, I'm gonna have to go back to where bikes prowl because I'm gonna have to buy more candles.
Why are they named that way?
Do you remember Mad Max and how they kind of describe some of the locations?
Oh, okay.
So this is like Mad Max but on bikes. So everything is called like where birds come from, where rock bleeds, where iron crests the sky, where we lay rest, where our bikes prowl.
Where do rocks bleed?
So in this case, rocks bleed means mines. So where the waves die was the old. Where Doomfell is where the bombs dropped. Where Rust Weaves is a factory, and when you go through here, you go to where rock bleeds, aka mining equipment. Where birds lurk is a science facility, but we don't know why that's the case yet. And where all was lost is where we essentially have the no man's land. So everything is named here in a very descriptive sense because, like, it's weird to say, but it's like I like the idea that they are labeled that way because they're meant to be simple.
Yeah,
but right now I need to buy candles because I can't tell about them because apparently I'm a shaman.
Yeah, 4chan is just. I don't know what the internet would be like without 4chan.
Honestly, probably worse because then people from 4chan would like go other places and they would be really annoying.
But the thing is, like, those other places would not take their Nazism.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe they would go to Twitter, or not Twitter, Discord, and just, like, not invite anybody.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, 100% there's a 4chan Discord out there. 100%.
I need one more musician.
Also, like, isn't there a saying, like, if it exists, you can find it on 4chan?
No, if it exists, there's porn of it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Rule 34. Rule 35, if there isn't, there will be soon.
Yeah.
Also...
I mean, hey, there's no porn of our characters.
Also, this is Puppy.
Aww.
You're trying to teach Puppy how to essentially be a shaman like you. And by shaman, I mean road warrior with a gun shaman. But you cannot canonically die because the spirits don't let you.
He's adorable.
But you're also very worried for Puppy because this is not the first one you've raised. So you lost your other puppy.
Aww.
So it's like, fuck, that's you know, that's not.
But yeah, like there's 100% a 4chan Twitter, right? Or a 4chan Discord, right?
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I need refined
like,
metal.
Honestly,
that's 1,000.
I am curious, like, how does... Well, I suppose, like, how Discord manages... manages the hate is the fact that, like, Discords are invite only.
Yeah.
Like, it would be... Like, if they wanted to hide the Discord, they just could. And just by not sharing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, actually, Discord's having a bit of a situation. So right now, Discord is the moderators anyway. So there is a game on Steam called Little Witch Nobita, N-O-B-E-T-A. And it's a Souls-like. It's kind of Souls-like. Basically, think Souls, but instead of Knight, it's Anime Witch.
Okay, so why is that a problem?
Well, context, I think it's not that good looking, personally. I've not played it. I have a bad game, just my thing.
Okay,
however,
why
the
is it a problem?
The main girl witch character, looks a little young. Not too young, I'd say late teenagers at best, but she's also an anime magic girl. So, because of that, anyone who was part of the Discord server, not even about the game, of the devs, not posting anything, just being in the server, had their account banned from Discord because the game happened to have younger anime girl.
Was there nudity?
Nope.
What's the game called?
Little Witch Nobeta. Nobita.
I assume it's on Steam?
Yep. It is on Steam. It's been out for 3 years. And only now has Discord had some high horse about it. And they're like, well, you're part of the Discord server, so you must be, like, obviously posting bad images. And they're like, we just talked. We didn't post anything. What are you talking about? So they were...
How is this... What?
It's just a Souls-like game with magic, and it looks fine, but there's nothing lewd about it.
Like there's nothing lewd about it. I don't get the problem is
because character is younger. It is anime. Therefore,
but like there would still need to be something.
Discord's on a ban happy time right now.
Oh, by the way, for our viewers, please be very, very careful and do not share pictures that you do not know the source of.
Yes.
Because, fun fact, there is a picture going around that if you share it, you will get insta-banned, and your information will be sent to the cops because they think it is.
It's apparently involving the metadata within the picture.
It's involving the hashes.
So essentially, it was made on purpose.
Please be careful of sharing images and make damn sure that you know where the image was sourced from.
I mean, that goes for anything, of course.
Yeah, like don't share an image that you just randomly get sent.
Like, definitely keep track and make sure that no one's trying to scam you.
Yeah,
I wish I could teleport, but I don't have.
I would hope people are smart enough not to let themselves get scammed. But to be fair, I somehow let myself get scammed and my shit got stolen earlier.
Well, here's the thing:
so.
it can happen because again, like links seem valid or something, but at the same time, it's like, well, not always.
I still don't know how that happened. By the way,
I don't think it's anything you did. I think it was just a random hack. Like they found your information and they used it.
Maybe.
I don't think you can control it. I think it just happens.
Yeah.
I'm not so. I mean, I like how credit cards get hacked. Like it's not something that we can predict. It just kind of happens from a database. So we just happen to be a number.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be. It's nothing there's only so much that we as common people can do about our own account information nowadays because it's so easy to get it.
Yeah.
Which is weird to say. It's like, oh yeah, you can get hacked. No, like we shouldn't have to worry about getting hacked.
You wonder what I love the fact that there are people who would laugh at the at the actual dismantling of society.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I ain't the Joker.
Yeah, that's the crazy. That is the crazy anarchist. That is the person who takes anarchists to its final level.
They're the ones that are about sending a message, Batman.
Yeah,
sending
pretty
a
much.
message.
Yeah, no, like if any character ever represents anarchism, it's the Joker.
And I don't think it's a good thing.
It's not.
Like he definitely shouldn't be that crazy, but that's how he was written on purpose. He was written to be crazy.
Well, technically, Batman made him crazy.
Well, in a way, I see Joker as like...
No. I mean, literally, that's the story. Batman literally made him crazy.
I thought that...
Okay, so the story goes... Spoilers, by the way. The story
it's been out for a long time. It's fine.
It's still... the story goes is that Joker was originally Red Hood.
Oh.
The original Red Hood, not what's his face?
Not the newer one later on.
Not the Robin Red Hood. I can't remember his name right now.
Okay.
The one who died, the one who like Joker killed. What the fuck is his name? Jason Todd. Yeah, Jason Todd. That's right.
Actually, other fun fact, I've heard headcanons that it's actually...
What?
I've heard headcanons that it's Alfred who's the Joker.
Oh, okay. So that comes from a one-off comic.
Oh, okay.
Where Alfred becomes the Joker because he's he's worried about Bruce's sanity.
He's worried about Master Bruce.
Yeah, he's worried about Bruce's sanity.
So he wants to help take care of him by giving him something to fight that he knows is safe.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So the Joker was Red Hood before Jason Todd was. And what happened was during the first mission, Batman pushed him into a vat of chemicals. Not on purpose, obviously, because Batman, but
he was trying to push him away, and he happened to end up in the chemical.
And that's what dyed his hair green and face white.
I thought it was just a random guy.
No. Well, yes, but no. It depends on your continuity, because there are ones that say, "Oh no, this person's actually the person who killed Batman's parents," but then there are alternate universes where no, it's that person's name is Joe Kill, and Joe Kill is not Joker.
The fact that they called him
or
Joe
maybe he
Kill,
is.
The fact that that's a name, like, oh, Joe Kill. That
no,
guy.
not Joe Kill. Joe Chill.
Oh, okay.
But so effectively Batman made the Joker.
Huh, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah. And there's a good chance he wouldn't have ended up he was depressed, but I don't think he would have ended up insane if he hadn't fallen into the vat of chemicals. Like, the vat of chemicals did something to his brain. Because, in every origin story, before he becomes the Joker, he is very, he has massive depressive disorder. He is, he is going down the route of serious mental health, right?
Honestly, I mean, have you heard of you've heard of Joe Coleman?
What?
The penny pincher, literally.
Yeah, I think.
Because there's the guy named the penny pincher, and he's using pennies. It's dumb but funny.
Huh.
Because he gets undone because of a nickel.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry, keep going.
No, that's it. That's the story.
I didn't know that was the case, though. Thank you for candles for once, merchant. You're not entirely empty. I need to find this person who is somewhere nearby. I know dang well they're here.
But
you're here, NPC person. God dang it.
But yeah, no, absolutely. Joker is the epitome of honestly, I don't even think that he's really political. I literally think that he is a non-political anarchist.
Yeah, he does it for the sake of chaos.
Yeah, he's a non-political anarchist.
Yeah, he literally doesn't really care.
Oh God, he's Donald Trump.
Well, no, Joker's not. Joker is Trump if you took away the idea of even being conservative. Just literally let Trump loose with no moral code to see what he does.
God, yeah, you know, you're not wrong.
That's basically Joker.
Oh, actually, question: would the Joker vote for Trump?
Just to see bad things happen.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, just to see this will be interesting, Batman. Don't you
But
think?
here's the thing: Joker is insane, and he is a killer. But I believe that there are times where they show that he's not necessarily emotionless.
Yeah. But
I believe, he obviously he is a killer. He's insane.
But because Joker.
But he's like you. He's aware that he's insane. You missed a box.
No, boxes in this game don't necessarily have all you need because I need refined metal, which is. I need gold in order to upgrade my guns. Can't get right now. God damn it! I know you're here somewhere. You can't hide from me. I found the quest. Damn it! I know you're here. I got the sheet music for you. There you are, you bastard. Okay, now that's done. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, hang on. Here's a joke. What is the line that Joker would never cross?
The yellow line?
No, he never crosses the IRS.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
The
Honestly,
one thing,
I can't-
not like literally the one thing he won't do. He
will not do is the IRS.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I like that. So the Joker in one comic worked with the Red Skull. You know who the Red Skull is, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
It was a crossover comic, and then he
Yeah.
got really mad when he found out that he was working with the Nazi.
Say what again?
He got really mad when he found out that Red Skull was a Nazi.
And then he killed him.
I don't know.
I mean, that is kind of that does show like.
But no, like, that is actually really interesting. So he is a lot of things. He is crazy. He is a murderer.
But he also has a
he is
certain moral
not a
code, too.
Nazi.
Huh. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't think about that. I thought he'd be all for it, but like no.
Well, it
apparently he doesn't.
depends. Because, to be fair, the canonicity of that is legible. No, not legible.
Questionable.
Questionable, that's it.
I hope it's true though. It'd be funny if it was. Like I would love to have that be the case.
Yeah. Trump, I said Trump. Joker has an intense hatred of Nazis, and he's terrified of the IRS.
I mean, I would be too, to be fair.
Oh. That's actually
Uh-huh.
really interesting. The Joker has never actually been shown to be a racist, a rapist, a sexist, or an ageist.
So he's just crazy for its own sake.
Yeah, he's crazy for his own sake. The rapist part is actually really interesting because there
What?
is. Okay. It's a really famous comic. The one where he paralyzes Batgirl.
Oh yeah.
He takes like really bad pictures of her. But
Yeah.
I don't.
right.
But it's like kind of debatable whether or not he actually did anything.
So maybe he just did
I
it to
don't
be
think
like.
he did.
So in this case, he just hurt her. He didn't do anything. He just
Yeah.
literally broke. Well, okay. To be fair, I could argue that it's still bad to do the thing he did.
But yeah, no, like he is crazy, but he's a very specific type of crazy, which is all crazy.
he has an honor to his crazy.
Like he is crazy, but he's all crazy.
So because he doesn't care about your
Also,
affiliation.
like,
he just-
not only that, he doesn't want to unmask the Batman. He doesn't care about
He
unmasking
likes
the
it.
Batman. He
likes
likes,
having-
likes the challenge.
he likes Batman because he can keep up with.
Yeah, and if Batman's ever unmasked, that stops.
Because then he has no one to fight
So
against.
he has, on more than one occasion, killed somebody because they almost unmasked the Batman.
Really?
Yes.
Like he actually said.
One
like, I'm
time
not,
was in the it was in the freaking Harley Quinn cartoon.
Oh.
The new one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the new one.
I'm gonna save scum here. Anyway, but someone tried to unmask Batman, and he is like, "Fuck, stop you from doing this." Like, I never watched that one though. Same for Steven Universe.
Yeah.
I should. I know I should.
But yeah, no, you're right. It would be really funny that, like, no, he's a lot of things. He's a lot of crazy, but he's not Nazi
But he has
crazy.
honor in his crazy. He actually has rules.
Like, he's not Nazi crazy.
Like, no, he's crazy. He's not evil.
Oh, actually, I like this. Somebody made 3 points. Working with a Nazi, killing Batman, or and the IRS
Yeah, so he can't
are
do
lines
those
he
two
will
things.
not cross. Meaning he wants to fight the Batman. He does not necessarily want to kill the Batman. If
He wants
Batman
to-
ends up dead, then it happens. But
He wants the challenge, not the
But
murder.
actually, there was a comic where Batman did die, and like Joker
Oh.
actually succeeded in killing
Really?
Batman. Yes, so Joker succeeded in killing Batman, and for a while he was happy, and then he realized, God, I am fucking bored.
So because he has nothing to do
He
anymore.
went, you want to know where he did what he did?
What?
He did the most evil thing. He went to work for the DMV.
Oh God.
I don't know whether that's a punishment for himself or for others.
I think that's a punishment for like because that way he can torment people legally. Oh no. I mean,
he did. Apparently, he did rape somebody. Ah.
Oh crap! Well, that put that on you, Joker.
Yeah, babe,
Not
on
cool.
you, Joker.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
But pretty consistently though, like he does not want to intentionally find out Bruce's identity.
He wants to challenge a Batman at the.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the He doesn't care about the person.
I like the canon in the games where after the Joker's dead and you're playing as Bruce, but the Joker's like visions around you. I forgot what arc it was. You reveal that you are Batman and Joker's already dead. What can he do? But everyone other villain is like it's like either I always knew, or it's like no, you're lying. You're not Bruce Wayne.
Okay, so if Joker did, here's the funny thing. For all we know, Joker might already know Batman's identity, because like we all assume that. Like the weird thing is like, I don't like that some people assume that Joker's an idiot.
Oh, he's not.
No. Here's the thing: Joker is probably just as smart, if not smarter, than Bruce is.
But he is smart.
He's crazy. No. He's just crazy. But he's smart. But he's crazy.
He's crazy. Well, that's the thing. Like he is smart, but he uses it in the worst way possible.
So like he understands if Batman disappears, I lose the game.
Just like
by the way, you just lost the game.
I love it. But no, like that's the thing. I think that's why I like the
well,
headcanon
technically,
where, like,
we just lost the game.
Well, you did, then I did, then everyone else did. In that order.
So everyone lost the game.
Sorry, not sorry. Hey, once in a while you have to remind yourself to stay humble. Stay humble.
But yeah, like he would not even. I think even if he knew, and I actually do think he probably knows who Batman actually is.
But he knows Batman.
But he would not I do not think he would publicly out Batman.
I don't think so either. I think he would leave it alone. Like I think he would just keep doing the same thing. He would tease Batman to tell him, like, I was like, I know who you are, Bruce, and then Batman would be like, no, Joker, don't say anything.
I know who you are, Brucey.
I mean, I think he expects it though. At that point, just like, yeah, I kind of knew that. It's like, wait, what? You knew this? Yeah, I knew that. It's fine. It's fine. I get it. It's like, oh.
Also, he made a really funny joke. Joker working with the Nazi. I'm a lunatic. I'm a lunatic, but I'm an American lunatic.
Hell yeah! You gotta keep this chaos in style. You understand me? You can't just be doing them random chaos out there. I know what I'm doing. Sorry for the very banal stream, by the way.
Oh, somebody actually thinks that Joker wouldn't go to Burning Man. I'm sorry, you're nuts.
Oh,
Joker would absolutely.
Hell yeah,
Joker would absolutely go to Burning Man.
He would go to Burning Man, no question. He'd have the best time of his life. But I am sorry for that very banal stream.
Does Joker smoke weed?
I think he's done worse than that.
Probably.
Way worse than that.
Okay. Actually, no. I would actually not be surprised if the Joker was clean. Like he sells. I wouldn't be surprised if he sells drugs. Actually, that's interesting. From my memory, I don't remember if he's ever actually sold drugs.
I don't think he's ever sold them.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that up.
I mean, technically, he forces you to breathe in laughing gas, so that's technically that. But you know, I hate this side quest. I hate this side quest so much.
Technically, yes. He did sell a drug. He made a drug. And then probably sold it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that.
But
that's
again,
kind of.
I would not be surprised if Joker actually is clean.
He's just so deranged.
He's just crazy. Yeah, he's just a crazy motherfucker. Wait, can you go all the way around that? Like that loop?
There's a hole in the top. I had to
boo.
get specific herbs from that one spot.
But yeah, no, like, I mean, think about it. It'd be so interesting. Like, everybody thinks he's like incredibly high, and they're like, that is why he's as crazy as he is. But in actuality, no, he's not high. He's just a crazy motherfucker.
This is all natural, Batman. I don't understand why you think it's all drugs.
But you're crazy.
Yeah, but this is natural crazy. This is just I'm expressing myself, Batman. You know how the artist say you gotta express yourself? I'll tell you what.
And not only that,
I'm expressing me.
It kind of makes sense, like, because Batman is like he's all natural badass, right? It would make sense, like, oh no, the Joker is clean. Like, the others around him might not be, but the Joker is clean. Like, he is not high at all. Like, he knows who he is. He knows where he is. He's clean, baby.
I mean, it could be phrased if Batman was, which I know he is because he's too serious to be on drugs.
Yeah, he has too much of a stick stuck up his ass. I would actually imagine that Superman would do drugs long before Batman ever would.
You know, there's a villain in the Batman or DC universe that actually runs on coke, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, there is. His name is Snowflame.
Is he a hero? No, he's a
no villain. He takes cocaine, gets white hot flame and strength, and fights with it.
Interesting. But yeah, like, I could imagine that, like, I could imagine Superman would do drugs before Batman would. And I don't know why I could, but I could. Like, I could imagine he would do it in his youth.
But he wouldn't do it now.
No, not now, no.
I mean, would it even affect him? Superman, I mean?
That's a good question. I would do.
Like, because I actually don't know. Go to Shaza East to where?
Oh yeah, Superman can be susceptible to certain drugs.
I guess if kryptonite does it.
Well, Superman isn't vulnerable to most psychotropic drug hallucinogens. They can manipulate or potentially kill the Man of Steel if modified with kryptonite.
Ah, so kryptonite drugs.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, you know what? That's fair. Hey man, why can't the Man of Steel enjoy it?
But apparently, LSD would probably not have effects.
Because he has, like, super metabolism or whatever.
Oh god, you want to know what would be scary?
Uh-huh.
The Hulk on drugs.
The Hulk on meth?
Yes. Or LSD.
Oh. Ooh. You know, I don't know how that would work out very well. I mean, there is a form of the Hulk where he and Bruce separate. Like, Bruce died, and Hulk is just left by himself. Where's the lighthouse? Did I pass it? I did.
Mind you, I don't think that Hulk would actually get.
No.
Yeah, I think he'd be immune to most drugs too, because of the gamma radiation in his body.
I mean, Bruce would.
Bruce would, not the Hulk.
But no, if Bruce gets high, doesn't that mean the Hulk gets high?
Actually, you want it to be funny? If Bruce actually couldn't get high anymore.
Because of Hulk.
Like a couple of days after he becomes the Hulk, he's trying to relax, but he can't relax because he keeps thinking about the Hulk, right? And he's trying to get to sleep. He takes a sleeping pill that he always takes. He's like, what?
it's,
It's like he waits like 3 hours. Like, what?
what's happening? What?
Okay, I'll take another one.
Nothing. Like literally
What?
nothing works.
What?
It's like God damn it, man.
I just want to sleep.
I just wanted to relax, man. You can't even do that.
And Hulk is just laughing at him.
Well, Hulk, I mean, technically Hulk wouldn't know, right? Because Hulk was like a whole different part of him.
It's complicated.
Because I thought like Hulk was like a different entity.
Okay, it depends on what story you're reading. In some they are, in some they aren't. In some they are dissociative personality.
Oh, okay.
Well, in some they are literally two separate people.
Right, like 'cause my first thought was like, what if they were like separate personalities?
Like there is one where Hulk is literally, I think, it's the one where Banner dies and the Hulk becomes immortal.
Yeah, that one.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know the name, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up later. But yeah, the Hulk I think would be immune to most drugs, but God, it would be scary to see the Hulk on drugs.
Yeah.
Just tweaking out.
Non-bird advanced electromagnetic radio communication maintenance technician, NBAERMT, accidentally killed. Plus, send new one, sturdier.
It's almost 2 a.m. by the way. If you have to work tomorrow.
I'll probably stop here soon. Plan is I pretend to be the non-bird, whatever. Finger crossed they fall. You're definitely sturdy, thank you. If you destroy the old lighthouse, we disrupt their. Okay.
Do you have to find somewhere to save, or can you save anywhere?
East, then south to where the waves die, then west.
So you can so you can save anywhere then?
I like the fact that where it says take care, I won't.
Where we live.
Yeah, so now I can now I know where to go. For this quest, I have to go to where waves die, which is down here. And then I have to go west, which is over here. So the radio base.
So I'm guessing where waves die used to be an ocean.
Yeah, because there's fish skeletons there. So I have to go west of here. So somewhere I have to go to telecommunication, which I think is over here. Thinking about it, so I'll find that later. But yeah, I wanted to get one side quest done because it was really annoying.
All right.
But thank you all for joining us. Sorry for ranting and thank you for sticking with us.